Damn, enough.
Hey, SBG solution-based gang, like, share, subscribe. Say no to rim, brothers, mothers, fear and sell no good suckers. Hype him up, Shouts out, showroom, Bracy in the waters. Wake up, morning show, salute, big dog, shout out to the Lord. PH, Diva, salute, Brownsville, SBG solution-based gang.
Let's go. Good day, everyone. How are we doing on this beautiful Friday? Right? Yes, Friday. How we doing on this beautiful Friday? Hopefully everybody's doing well. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. You're well rested. You're enjoying yourself. You got some plans, and you're going to enjoy some good weather. You don't understand? Yeah. So for y'all, last night I was on the Lapeef Network. Had an awesome time. Had some dope conversation, I believe. I believe we did some good conversing over there. Shout out to B. Sleazy. Good day to you, Miss J. It's gloomy? Dang. What's up, my red? That's right. I'm the Asylum ringleader. What up, Too Strong? How you feeling today? You know what I'm saying? And we had a good time. We got some. They had some questions up there. You know what I'm saying? We was toughing it out. We were stugging it out. The what? What is that? Oh, damn. I don't know. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. I ain't put no names in there. That's what that's YouTube did that. All right, Wall Street Willie. I don't know. Maybe you send me 99 cents. Maybe they'll start treating you right. That ain't me. I ain't do it to you. The tube did that to you. It wasn't me. I ain't do it to you. I promise you. Yesterday was a wild show, to say the least. I had a smoke show yesterday, and then it turned into somebody else's smoke show. How wild is that? How wild is that? And it goes to show, people really don't have smoke for me because it's very difficult to argue me. And the reasons why is because I formulate a thought pattern so beautifully thought out. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? But no matter what, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. And the reason why I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't, is because when I say things, it resonates. And it's just something I got to accept. When other people on other platforms get these egregious people on their panels, day in and day out, saying remedial rhetoric every single day and never get pushback. Never get pushback. Nobody goes to that channel and say, you know what? You a two-faced son of a B. You ain't loyal at all. Nah, they don't get none of that. They be like, yo, man, that was a really good show. The ladies be up there, even though they be on their show talking hella crazy to women on their show, saying how women ain't ish all day, every day. The women like, yo, man, that show was so good. I love being male-centered and going against my own female body autonomy. So so to answer Paul, baddie culture. So last night we was on the show, and one of the questions that they had last night, well, the main topic of the show was this idea of a baddie culture. Does that promote sex work culture? Meaning like all of the Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Sexy Red, Beyonce, Tia Mowry, all of the women that are out there that's just being women, being a baddie, do that represent sex work? And in my opinion, you know, so the topic is, because I didn't get all of my thoughts out because I didn't want to make it seem like I was trying to take over a show yesterday or anything like that, because for some reason when I go places and I want to talk, people act as if I can't talk. So I'll try to make sure I keep it where I'm noticed and I'm getting my thoughts out, but I didn't want to be too overbearing, because no matter what I do, it is what it is. I just got to do me, right? So some of the thoughts that I have: has baddie culture turned beauty into currency? That was the title. Has baddie culture turned beauty into currency? I like the question. I like it. And I already know the internet answer, right? The internet answer is always dramatic. Everybody online act like society just collapsed yesterday. Every generation thinks they discovered toxicity. Women are using beauty now. Brother, beauty been currency since cavemen discovered symmetry. The first man who ever saw a beautiful woman probably immediately started acting stupid. That's human history. A caveman saw a fine woman and instantly tried to invent furniture. Look, baby, I made a chair. Beauty has always had social value. Kings married for beauty. Wars started over beauty. Songs written over beauty. Men cross oceans over beauty. And some of y'all can't even cross town without checking if she got filters first. Weak generation and social media didn't create beauty currency. Social media just exposed the exchange rate. That's all. Now everybody can see who society values in real time. That's why people uncomfortable, right? Before Instagram, beautiful people existed quietly. Now they got analytics. That's terrifying. You know how depressing it gotta be arguing with somebody who got 8 million followers just for existing beautifully? Hey, Shiesty, so that's why I gotta keep some water so my ass won't get caught out here. You feel me? Imagine you got a master's degree, you worked hard, student loan, stress, sacrifice, and then a woman online makes $12,000 for no pun intended. I promise you. They make $12,000 for get ready with me video. You know what I'm saying? They just made a get ready with me video. They made $12,000. Just some woman looking beautiful. There's a lot of women online just making $12,000, especially from married men. I don't know how they do it, how they figured it out, but somehow it happens. God damn it. And I gotta be over here begging for goddamn likes and shares. I wonder where we at with the like and the share button. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button. Goddamn, we're gonna have a great show today. College. And you sitting there furious, talking about this generation's lost. No, brother, this generation's monetized attention. That's capitalism. And honestly, men helped create this. That's the funny part. Men complain about baddie culture while financing it personally. Every dude online talking about these women too materialistic. Meanwhile, his Explore page looked like a goddamn strip mall of BBLs. Brother, your algorithm know 47 million women named Kayla. You're not oppressed. You subscribe, my brother. And another thing, people act like beauty standards used to be, just this natural thing. No, they weren't. Beauty standards always shifted depending on who had power. And you know who started the whole goddamn, this whole beauty standard of these super thin models? Do y'all know who actually started these super skinny models, these female models? You know why they had to be so skinny and tall? I wonder if anybody, y'all gonna do some work. Let me see what the goddamn chat is. God damn it. I got me effed up. Y'all be having me effed up. Y'all be treating me foul. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all be treating me foul. Y'all don't hit the likes. Y'all don't hit the shares. Let me see where we at. We're not even Nah. Y'all got to get it together. Get it together. More likes, more shares. Let's double up the viewership. We need y'all. I need y'all to help a brother out. Don't y'all want to help a brother out? I know y'all all about helping y'all brothers out. I know y'all all about helping your brothers out. Thank you, Brother Noomsy. And so it all started from Dolce and Gabbana. Dolce and Gabbana, they was some, we know what the fashion industry is, right? So they was some men that wanted to they made their fashion, but they wanted they models to look like beautiful men walking down the runway. So they chose the tallest and skinniest women to wear high heels to walk down the runway so they could look like skinny men walking down the runway in their clothes. And then once that was a hit from Dolce and Gabbana, the fashion industry ran with it. Thank you, Aries. They ran with it. You understand? So we got to understand at one point being pale meant wealth. Then at one point being tan meant wealth. Then being skinny meant wealth. And then curves came back. Human beings are basically confused chickens with Wi-Fi. That's all society is. Trends, panic, and people pretending their preferences are moral. But what social media did change, right? Especially for Black women, is visibility. And that's the real conversation, because for a long time, mainstream beauty standards acted like beauty only looked one way: one skin tone, one nose, one hair texture, one body type. And Black women always knew that was nonsense, because Black women been beautiful and the world just finally caught up. That's why the internet changed the game, right? Now, dark-skinned women with natural hair can become a global beauty icon from her bedroom. That was impossible 20 years ago. That matters. That ain't just baddie culture. That's access. That's representation. That's power. And let's be real, half the trends dominating beauty culture right now came directly from Black women. Aesthetics, curves, long nails, edges, streetwear influence, the goddamn baby hairs, certain makeup styles, fashion silhouettes, attitude, confidence, that whole girl energy. Black women been doing that. Now, corporations have discovered it and put mood lighting on it. That's all capitalism does. Capitalism sees culture and says, how can we sell this back to people? That's why the beauty industry moved funny. They ignore Black beauty for decades. Then suddenly realize, oh wait, this is profitable. Now every commercial got a woman with curls drinking oat milk in slow motion. Hey. Corporate America adapts fast when money involved. And that's another thing. People hear beauty as currency and immediately think women manipulating men. No. Everybody uses what they got. Attractive people use beauty. And funny people use humor. I'm lucky enough to have both. I got both of them. I think that's why they don't be wanting to hit that like this shit button, because I got both of them. Because I got both of them, they be mad. I got both of them. That's right. That's right, Raheem. You too. You beautiful too. Oh, all right, Davey, I gotta go and look for it. Give me a second. And smart people, they use intelligence. Oh, I got all three of those things, matter of fact, right? I got some beauty. I got some humor. I got some intelligence, And rich people use money. Charismatic people use personality. That's life. And we got ugly men with confidence so strong, they look like motivational speakers. You ever meet a dude that should not be pulling women, but somehow got 3 girlfriends and a wife? That brother weaponized confidence. He looked like an unemployed kangaroo. But he walk in every room like he own a yacht. That's currency too. And honestly, the real reason people angry about baddie culture is because women learned branding. That's what happened. Women figured out, oh, y'all were already judging us based on appearance? Cool, pay me then. And that's the business model. And social media turned regular people into mini celebrities. Now, everybody a brand. Now, just eating pancakes, they're not just eating pancakes anymore. Now, it's Sunday brunch vibes. Everybody's marketing themselves. Dating apps made it worse too, right? Dating apps turned human beings into Uber Eats menus. Swipe left, swipe right. Good smile, but weak bio. That ain't romance. That's online shopping with trauma. And men online always talking about these women only care about looks and money. Brother, men invented trophy wives. We did that. You can't create a system that get emotional when women learn the rules. That's like building a casino then crying because people gamble. Come on, son. And women got pressure too, because now everybody comparing themselves to filtered perfection all day. Some young girls think beauty means looking AI generated. I have to be sneezy. That part is dangerous, and everybody's editing themselves into video game characters. Nobody got pores anymore. People FaceTiming with 2007 Pixar skin. Like, how the hell you don't got no pores? You meet them in person looking confused. They're like, who the hell is this human? Who is this human being? Technology got everybody catfishing emotionally. And another thing, people love talking about natural beauty while secretly rewarding artificial beauty constantly. Society is hypocritical. Men say they want natural women, then describe somebody with lashes, contour, extensions, lashes, treatment, Pilates, and lip filler. It's not natural, my brother. That's a goddamn Marvel production budget. Be honest. And honestly, I respect honesty. Beauty matters to you, cool. Just stop acting morally superior about it. Everybody's attracted to attractive people. That's biology. The issue is when beauty becomes the only thing people value. That's when society gets weird, because then everybody's performing instead of living. That's why some people are so exhausted now. Everything content, everything aesthetics, everything branding, even healing got aesthetics now. People don't go to therapy. They light candles and post quotes. Some of them, I'm protecting my peace. No, you're not. But I would say this, for my Black woman specifically, I think this era did something important. It allowed Black women to define beauty for themselves publicly, and that's powerful because generations, right? Black women got told your hair is too much, your skin too dark, your lips too full, your body too curvy. And then suddenly the culture flipped. Now people paying money to imitate features that once was mocked. That's a wild historical plot twist. And then the internet forced the word to confront that. And that's why some people are uncomfortable with baddie culture, not because beauty became currency, Beauty always had value. People uncomfortable because the marketplace changed. The gatekeepers changed. The audience changed. And for the first time, a lot of women, especially Black women, got direct access to visibility without asking permission. That's a real shift. So no baddie, no. So no, baddie culture didn't turn beauty into currency. No. Human beings been trading on attraction. Long time. So what changed is who's getting seen, who gets celebrated, who profits, and who controls narrative now. That's why this conversation should get the people going, because it's not really about beauty, it's about power. And now I'm ready for the panel. Let's argue. Let's somebody change my mind. Somebody come up and change my mind. Baddie culture is not, absolutely not, whole culture. Not at all. Okay, link is pinned. So yeah, no. That's my 2 words. That's my thoughts. Looking good is currency, straight up. Cam your punk ass up too. Yeah.
About to be a situation. Hey, hey, hey.
Shout out to Shadow the Time Wops gotten together. Shout out to the goddamn host of the show, Sharon Bracy, gifted 5 Wildest Show Mega Show memberships. And if you are in the show now and you got one of those you know, I'll be messing up the English language. If you got one of those memberships, please and thank you. Maintain it. I appreciate you. Also, shout out to Shadow the Time Watch with the online bullying made the fake culture. Welcome to the show, Shadow the Titan. Good day, sir. How you doing today?
Yeah, sir. Look, it's weird that it's going to be a moment I agree with you and disagree with you for unique reasons. I think the baddie culture isn't what ruined the current fashion icons. I think when everybody said that we are quote unquote baddies, because even the initial baddie culture had a specific look. So I think that's where our issue comes in. Now everybody's a 10. Now it doesn't matter, because yes, anybody's attracted to anybody, but the online internet world gave people access to people that they never had access to before. So now even if people in their life are telling them, hey, there's an aesthetic problem, they're not seeing that, because they can post a picture online and 1,000 people online who've done it to 1,000 other people who look completely different are saying, oh yeah, you're a 10, you're a 10. So I think gaslighting became a big thing. Well, not gaslighting. I think going too far I think it was the body positivity movement, because don't get me wrong, you're right. There was the whole, and like your being overweight was a sign of wealth. So it was a sign of beauty. Then it changed with health standards and yada yada yada. And then all of a sudden now, somebody who is 105 has the same aesthetic as somebody who's 315, which doesn't make any sense because they look entirely different. Yes, they can look different to the same people, or they can look different to different people. But if one person has a phenotype, and he can look at 10 different people who all have different phenotypes and say, well, they're all the same phenotype without being able to explain it, then that word loses meaning.
So, okay, but do you believe baddie culture is the reason for this sex work culture? Shout out to my brother. Good day, sir. What up, Ride with Jax? Good day, my brother Jax in the building. Good day. I know my words is, well, I think because I'm kind of tired, so I can't talk properly today. Hey, Josh, you like my shirt? See how much I support you?
You ain't shit.
Yes, baby, I need some iced tea so I can get my words out. No, he can't even talk. He laughing still.
Miss Grace, I need you to bring him some water. He's tripping.
Oh, shit. Shout out to my brother Jackson in the building. What up with you? Make sure you hit the damn like button to it. Send me a 99-cent super chat. God damn it. You my goddamn brother. Shit. But do you think baddie culture is direct correlation to, sex work culture?
No, I think the sex work culture actually grew. It was already in existence, but the baddie culture made it blow up because then now everybody, and understand when I say everybody, I mean everybody in a specific group of people. The Instagram baddies started putting bookings for, to pay to play. I mean, and at the end of the day, if you pay to play, that by definition is S word. You know what I mean? So,
no,
I mean, if the shoe.
So I'm talking about, so now correlate that to baddie culture. So do you believe Beyonce is a part of baddie culture?
No, but I think she's an icon of it now. I think she's the look that a lot of baddies go for.
So therefore, if she's the look that women would like to go for, how she's not a part of the culture?
Okay, so I believe people are trying to emulate her look and style because she's a famous person. And I think famous people kind of set the tone for a lot of societal looks. And
so
a lot of people.
Why you excluded her out of baddie culture?
Because I don't believe that she started the whole baddie culture. In fact, I think she's the look that baddie culture emulates.
Hold on.
You keep asking me the question, sir.
Yeah, but you're not answering it. You're trying to mischaracterize by saying started. I didn't say start. I said she's a part of the baddie culture. Why are you taking her out of the baddie culture is what I'm asking you. I don't care who started it.
I mean, like I said, I guess you can consider her part of baddie culture if you put it in perspective. Like she fits the stereotype, but she's not doing S word technically. So I don't know.
Okay, so now why? Right, perfect. So I'm glad that you admitted that. So now, why do men want to compare baddie culture to sex work culture?
I think baddie culture itself ended up putting itself in that boot because a lot of people who fall under baddies, like wasn't there a whole TV show called Baddies or something like that? And a lot of them were also.
Not what somebody named the TV show.
Sir.
Yeah, because you.
Right. Are we going to do this today?
Yeah, because I need you to stay focused on what we're saying, not just throw out random ideas just because the word baddie was in a TV show doesn't have anything to do with today's topic at all.
Did you know what I was about to say?
I know you referencing something that is going to throw the premise off.
Well, here's what I was going to say. A lot of those girls had a similar look. Would you say that was about accurate? So that's actually the only reason I was referencing it. I've never seen the show, so I couldn't really talk about it.
Right.
But I
right.
do know a lot of them had a
bring it
similar
in.
look. Okay. All right, Sean. I'm trying to stay on apples today. You're not letting me stay on apples. You asked me about baddie culture specifically. And you asked me why do people correlate it.
Get your ass on camera, KT. I'm tired of your ass acting like you can't get on goddamn camera. Like you too good to be on goddamn camera or something. Acting like you too good. He too good for his shadow?
I don't want no smoke. Apparently, I'm not smart enough to have this conversation.
It's not about smart.
I'm joking.
Is that you adding things into the conversation that is not?
I'm not. There's a correlation. No, there's a correlation, sir. What I'm saying is, we're talking about the baddie look. We're talking about the Instagram models. We're talking about people.
Not just
God,
no,
bro, do those fall under baddie culture, Sharon?
No, culture.
Then tell me. Tell me. Let's define baddie culture first, then, so I can make sure we're having the same conversation. Sharon, what by definition is quote unquote baddie culture?
Music, look, food, clothes, attitude, lingo, language, all of those things. So you cannot just take one thing out and say, oh, and use that as an excuse. That's why I keep telling you, because you try to use a TV show and say just because the TV show is named baddies, that it means that they are part of baddie culture. When they were saying baddies, they was actually talking about like Bad Girls Club, right? Because those are bad girls because they fighting and all that. Don't actually have anything to do with what technically baddie culture started off as being just a attractive young woman.
Okay, I'm actually reading the definition of it, and it's basically what you just said. Baddie culture is a confident, fashion-forward lifestyle heavily influenced by Black American girl culture and popular on social media, emphasizing high glamour aesthetics, slim, thick body standards, and unapologetic self-assuredness. It was popularized on Instagram. So yeah, it follows the aesthetic and style. It really focuses on bold makeup, stylish outfits, bodycon dresses, crop tops, the bad girl. So we were saying the same thing. I was missing a lot of the aesthetics, so I apologize. I was off point.
Right, and then you want to get mad at me.
Look, I clearly don't know enough about Black culture. Look, I can apologize for being wrong.
What I'm saying is that when I'm correcting it and trying to steer you back into the right direction, you get mad at me, and that is wild.
But I will say this now, based on that definition, the girls who were on baddies would follow that baddies culture by definition. So I wasn't completely off. I was talking about a group of girls who fell under that section. Even though you're right, I think they were based on Bad Girls Club, right?
And so, what do you think those women on a baddies, whatever that name of that TV show is, were they a part of sex work?
Yes.
Ooh.
Or maybe. I can't put that on nobody specifically because sex work is super specific.
You know what we're gonna do, Shal? We're gonna bring somebody that loves the sex workers. Let's welcome into the show, KT the GOAT. Let me know, KT the GOAT. Do you believe baddie culture is a part of sex work culture? Look, now he on mute.
My bad. Nah, my bad. Shout out to all the ladies out here selling that joint. You know what I'm saying? Don't be overcharging in these streets. Second of all, baddie culture definitely it's definitely some old. It's prostitution without saying it. It's saying like, we ain't prostituting. We just got standards. But it ain't really no standard. The standard just give a bag to hit the cheek, which I'm cool. It is what it is.
So I disagree with that. I don't think.
Hey, Sherrod, can you translate what he just said into not what he said? Because I didn't understand nothing he said.
They're paying. It's okay. It's
so I don't believe that women that want to get dressed up and be cute and play whatever the popular songs and saying broke men don't deserve no kitty. No, that's right. And just want to be a part of the culture of looking cute with their makeup and everything, the clothes, and being a part of the Gucci, Prada, whatever that is, right? Is the same as the few loud minority of women that's out there trying to get that dollar for dropping it like it's hot. I don't think it's the same.
I would say they cross sect because if we look at that baddie culture, like Sexy Red, Meg the Stallions, these are pretty much like you said, I know Beyonce would be a part of it, kind of, which I agree. Like they do want that aesthetic. But when we talking about people who's teaching them, like artists and stuff, teaching them, these aren't girls that's, Beyonce doesn't really teach baddie stuff. Now, I would say City Girls, Meg the Stallion, these are, fucker get his money, da-da-da. Like, yeah, they're teaching them, you know what I'm saying, make sure it's about the bag, which is cool also. But again, that is prostitution. Like, it's just kind of.
So when she said, driver, please put the partition, please. What's that about?
Driver put up the part. She about to get something going in the back seat. Put that joint up.
I did.
Wait, you just said broke men don't deserve no pity. That's literally saying if you can't afford to pay for the pee, you can't have it. That by definition is sex work.
No, that's how men try to translate, but that's not what that means. Men try to translate that anything a man does for a woman that he's paying for pee. But anything.
Sir. You can't gaslight me. I don't know a lot of rap songs, but I know that one. Bro, niggas don't deserve no kitty, and I know that's right. Bro, stop. You are not gonna gaslight me on that song.
I understand you heard the song, but when women say that she's not having sex with a broke man, that doesn't mean that that man is paying for vagina.
If that man's finances didn't matter, then why would it even become a point of conversation?
No. But
Sir,
listen, his finances do matter, but just because his finances matter doesn't mean that he's paying for vagina.
I can agree. It doesn't mean that it, but what they're suggesting is you have to pay for it. You can't omit that. They're saying you have to pay for it.
That's what I'm saying. They are not saying you have to pay for it. They're saying that they're not dealing with no broke man.
Yeah, because you got to pay for this kitty.
No, that's what I'm saying. Men got to stop
in the housing.
Hold on. So what I'm saying is that in reality, when we bring that lyric into the real world, right? Like, we don't want our daughters dating no broke man. We are not telling our daughters to go ahead and be with a man for some selling a kitty. No, being a broke man and getting vagina, it shouldn't mix in the first goddamn place. But we cannot act as if, because a woman have a standard for a man not to be broke, that now she is selling vagina. That's ridiculous.
No, you're selling vagina.
Wait, why does him having money matter? Hold up, Casey, I'm sorry. Why does him having money even matter? No, just I want you to be honest about this answer.
I don't want nonsense conversations like we don't understand.
Sharon, and now I'm asking you a question you don't want to actually answer.
Yes, because
it's important to this conversation.
You tell me why. Can you be a bum and be with your wife?
I mean, yeah, I could have actually, because I was able to do other things when I didn't have that money. So actually, yes. But my wife's not part of the baddie culture. But now let's re-ask what I just asked that you just tried to duck, sir. Why does him having the money even matters? In fact, it's said on the show every other day.
Because the reason why, because money matters in society.
Why?
It's a tool that men need to learn how to use, and it matters. The idea that women are supposed to just deal with broke men and there's no consequences for a woman dealing with broke men is just not something that we are going to dive in and act like that's okay.
Sharon, why does him having the money matter? I know you hear me when I'm saying this. I don't know why you continue or not. That's confusing me.
Well, because I really don't want to dive into disingenuous conversations.
How is it a disingenuous conversation?
Because money matters in our society, and therefore it is dangerous for a woman to be with a broke ass man financially.
Okay, then I'll have the conversation since you won't. I'll say it because for some reason you refuse to. Okay?
God.
Because if that man can't do something for you, which again, he doesn't deserve to have access to you if he can't do something for you that you need, that you want and or need. That's what baddie culture, what the definition of it, of what I just read, just explained. So if he's not able to support you in the way that you want him to, not need, want, then, and keep in mind, that's strictly financial. That's why it looks like sex work, and that's why it's correlated. Because the conversation you started, Shalon.
No, because that's dumb. So you make money. You put money into your house. Are you paying for her vagina?
Those aren't even two of the same conversation.
Before you think about what you're about to say before you say, don't try to win the argument. Are you?
I'm not trying to win the argument. No, I'm paying for my family. Okay. I'm paying for an existence I currently share too.
Okay. So that's why bringing up why does it matter if the man is broke or not is disingenuous. We know.
But if she only fucks with the dude because he has money, what does that look like?
Majority.
I'm talking about the aesthetics, bro. I'm just being honest right now.
No, you're not.
Why not?
You're not being honest.
Why not?
You're not being honest. So you saying an honest thing to say is that women, you should go ahead and be with broke men. It doesn't matter if he's broke or not.
Yes, that because they're broke too.
Hold on, KT. I want him to answer that. Are you suggesting that you'll tell the women in your family it doesn't matter if that man is a broke ass man, you should still date him and have sex with him?
No, I don't actually advocate having sex with anybody. So no, that's a bad example.
So the reason why I don't want to have a conversation is just not realistic for any man that loves any female in his life to go ahead and tell that young lady to go ahead and release her body to a man that is not at least attempting to be financially stable.
Sean, that's an entire different conversation. No, we're not having that. You asked me about baddie culture specifically. Yes or no?
Shout out.
Yes.
Is a broke man financially stable? Is a broke man financially stable?
Not generally, no. That's kind of the phrase of broke.
Okay.
So I agree with you there.
Okay, so why are we even diving in to the conversation that women should be allowing broke men into their body? Well, that's the most dangerous thing for a woman.
How is that the conversation I'm having, bro? Because I'm not saying that. No, stop putting words in my mouth. No, we're stopping this right now. That's not what I said.
So why are you bringing up broke men having sex with women?
I'm equating the baddie culture, which is the topic of the conversation you had, sir.
And I'm trying to get you to understand.
Did you or did you not ask me?
The reason why what I'm trying to get you to understand, using that lyric is out of context of what it actually means in the real world. Because broke men don't deserve no kitty. We all know that's right, because we will all tell our young women that's in our lives, don't deal with no financially broke man. He does not deserve you, baby girl. We will all tell our love women in our family that. So that's why.
Yeah, nah, that ain't true. That sounds crazy. Like I wouldn't suggest it, because my mom I got 5 sisters. I don't suggest my sisters prostitute themselves, because that's real love. And it doesn't make sense because they broke women too.
Hold on. You think the advice of make sure that man is financially stable is telling her to prostitute herself?
Yeah, no, you're broke. Saying somebody because we're not talking about financially stable. Financially stable, you got $50,000 a year and be financially stable. I've heard you say many times that ain't nowhere near enough.
I need you to talk about what we're talking about. Hold on, please. I need you to talk about what I'm talking about today.
Sean, I just pulled up 27 different lyrics in 27 different baddie songs referencing exactly what you're saying.
Hold on, please. I need y'all to understand. We're talking about life. We ain't talking about no song that you pulled up. Okay.
I pulled up 27. And you know what? You're right, Sharon. So let me
Oh
go
my
even
God.
further than that, since we're playing that game, since we're not being honest about it. So, in fact, the Baddie culture specifically talks about the transactional mind state, meaning that men's value is viewed on the money that they make. Sex is for men with money, appearing in everything, even in the apparel of the Baddie context. In Baddie clothing styles, yeah, pay me. You pay me? Yeah, that's a whole thing now. So please explain to me how that doesn't say that. Tell somebody who doesn't understand how me reading that doesn't mean that. Keep in mind, somebody who understands sex work, tell me how that's not a thing, bro.
Yeah, but the issue is that you don't understand culture. And you especially
But
don't
I
understand Black culture. So the reason
but
is,
I
so
know her when I see one.
I'm attempting to explain something to you. You don't want to receive it for whatever reason. It's weird to me. We understand what we're talking about in real life. Nobody is pushing woman relatives towards a man that cannot provide anything financially. We got to stop acting like we don't understand what broke means. I don't know why we trying to act like that is okay. It's very weird to me. But no man that loves his women in his family is going to say, yeah, get with that broke man. I think that is a good look for you.
Sharon,
No,
can
but
I
we're
jump
not
in for
going
a
to say
second?
get with the rich man also. That's why I keep trying to point out. You making it seem like
So
if they aren't rich, they're broke.
please don't turn it into that when I'm saying something. I don't want people to just change things just to be right.
We didn't change. Nothing's changed.
We're
Sharon.
not
You gotta
talking
stop
about
doing that.
we're not talking about the top 10% of men.
No, that's what I'm saying.
We
You just
said
told me
broke.
right.
We said
Don't bring up things
literally
you said in the past. Like, so that's what I'm saying. It's your comments you've made in
right.
the
So
past.
don't bring,
Say
because you
what a
tried.
broke man
Hold on,
is, and
because
now
you
you're saying
tried
we
to
can't bring
you
that up.
tried to insink. You tried to bring in rich. We ain't talking about no rich man.
No, you said what's a broke guy. You said on this show already before what you think a broke man is. I'm just saying, like, how can we not apply that context now? I'm not.
I think I have a way to clean it up, if I may. I think I have a way to clean it up. First, this is Afro Nerd, by the way. All right, so let's talk about what baddie culture is, because you have the topic as baddie culture, right? So when you look up what baddie culture is stating, it says it's a modern social aesthetic and lifestyle centered around unapologetic confidence, glamorous street style fashion, and financial independence. Originating from Black and Latino American communities and popularized on social media, it promotes self-empowerment, but it's also heavily debated for pushing consumerism, toxic dating dynamics, and unrealistic beauty standards. So if you go into that, to be fair, Sharon, you must understand that on social media, we have seen women of meager means, some of higher means, but meager means, demanding a certain kind of performance from Black men that would even normally be elite. We've seen doctors, famously on Kendra G's show, when she met one of her guests had mentioned she was dating a doctor, he wasn't ambitious enough for her. Now, a medical doctor makes mid to high six figures. Now, when you're in a social, now you have to admit, if you might, when you're in an environment like this with baddie culture, when a doctor, which really is a kind of a calling, some things are above economics. But even with economics, doctors are of a certain status. If we're in a culture where men, we can't even measure this stuff now. If a doctor doesn't measure up, he should be doing more. A surgeon. Now, can we admit, let me just land the planes, I know, whatever. Can you admit that there are some views, whether shadow or whatever, saying he's entitled to his perspective, always knocking down his viewpoint, if it is a valid one? We have to be able to concede to a point. We cannot continue doing this as men, as if everything is okay on one side and bad on the other. Baddies is called baddies for a reason. It's not just, it's double entendre. Bad behavior may be bad as far as good looking. That's speculative. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it honest. That's all I'm saying. I hate the floor.
Okay, So now with all the things that you said, and I would agree with that whole premise. The issue that I have with the two other guys is that they saying that is a part of good day to you, smell the roses. That is a part of prostitution. That's the issue that I'm having. I agree that it promotes it pushes out toxic relationship dynamics and those type of things. I think it for sure it did that. But to say that it's pushing out sex work, that's when I have an issue with it. I believe those two things are separate, and they trying to attach Black culture to anything negative. Like, yes, we could give them the toxic relationship, but I'm not going to give them the sex work part.
Sharon, what did I say specifically? Like, you just entirely misrepresented what I said. All right, bro, you're right. Fuck this. Yes, you did. You literally just lied on me, bro. That's not what the fuck I said. And now I'm finna spaz the fuck out. No, bro, you literally just sat there and lied on my fucking name. What I said.
For some reason, while I'm talking, you feel to, even though I didn't say your name, but you feel like I'm saying something to you.
For real?
So what did I say about, what did I lie on you about?
You just said that I said that entire thing is prostitution. You asked the question to begin with, sir. You said, why do people equate baddie culture to sex work? And then I went down and started explaining why based on what I was reading at the fucking time. And do you know what you did in response? You were like, yeah, but we're not talking about prostitution. No, Sharon, we're saying why it looks like prostitution, because when the baddie culture is literally promoting fucking people for money, what the fuck you think it looks like?
I don't really understand sometimes, to be honest. Like, Afronerd cleaned it up, and I agree with what he said, because what he said was accurate. What you are saying is not accurate. It's okay for us to just deal with the truth, right? Afronerd was accurate. It promotes toxic relationships. That's what it actually promotes. Afronerd did not put it where it promoted sex workers at all. That's what the conversation is about.
Well, okay, literally, the baddies. Hold up, can I say this real quick? The baddies
are
literally
going to
stop. Everybody that went through this. Let me just say this real quick. The baddies literally are going through this whole thing with Lemmy because it's being exposed how they are literal sex workers. They've been going to the body and doing that in real life. So I mean, it's kind of hard to separate the culture from saying this when the people who are not just saying specifically that show baddies, but again, when a lot of the people are doing this act, you can't then say, well,
talking about a TV show, bro. Just because a TV show named itself something doesn't mean anything within this conversation.
No, I will probably
say it means a lot.
Afronerd gave a literal definition. Right.
We got to be careful, though, man. This is culture. You're trying to divide things where there really isn't a division. There's a
right,
we have to admit. Go ahead.
Because Afronerd, just because Lil Dicky raps hip hop doesn't mean that he's a part of our culture. He is not a part of hip hop culture for real.
Okay,
we all know that, but for some reason we acting as if we don't understand the difference. And I want us to be honest with this conversation and just deal with the truth. Does it promote toxic relationships? Yes.
Hold on, man. That wasn't really a good analogy. That's very debatable because Lil Dicky performed with Snoop Dogg and a whole bunch of other artists. So he's doing features with artists who are hip hop artists, but he's not hip hop. Is that a color thing now? That's like saying Eminem isn't hip hop.
No, what we're saying is that Lil Dicky is just not hip hop, and it is okay for us to be.
Oh, come on, that's an opinion, man. That's not really. You go to the genre, he's going to be in there. He's going to the genre. He's done
so I can understand something.
Go ahead.
Is stripping sex work? Wait, is stripping considered sex work?
Definitely.
Sharon?
Not that I know.
Yes.
Okay, yes. So the top 5 baddies people can name were all former strippers. That's why baddie culture and sex work works.
Hold on. What top 5 baddies? Who's the top 5 baddies? What do you mean?
I don't know, but I'd say Suki Hana's definitely in there.
I'm about to mention that.
Okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Shadow made the claim. Who are the top 5 baddies?
Cardi B, number 1. I'm gonna put her as number one right now because we know for a fact she was a stripper. She bragged about it.
Okay.
Put in
Yeah.
Suki.
All right.
Suki in there.
Sure, Suki. I don't know who that is, but I can't speak on that. From what I'm seeing, I'm pulling up the list right now. So hold up, I'm gonna give you an actual list. But again, I'm trying to make a point, and all you're trying to do is argue against the point because you don't want that point to be a thing. I'm not talking bad about baddies because keep in mind, there are baddies who aren't into sex work. I'm not saying they're mutually exclusive. I'm answering the question that you asked. Why are people relating baddies to sex work? And I just named the reasons why the aesthetic looks like it's sex work. When they're online posting about going to Dubai to have Dubai people pee on them for $50,000, yeah, bro, that looks like sex work. That is a sex act for financial gain. By definition, that is legal prostitution.
And the problem when you don't understand the culture, you believe that's part of baddie culture.
I'm reading.
Nah,
you're right.
You lying, Sharon. No, it ain't got because I understand the culture. I probably say even better than you for real, and you're lying like a mug. Cause we know baddie culture. Anybody in the streets know that the baddie chicks, them the chicks that we the dope boys fuck, because they just want the bag. Yeah, we gonna hit the baddies, but we not wifing baddies.
But that's not true. It's not a true statement.
That's facts. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say, like I always say, I've been in the streets closer than you have. You're capping. As somebody who's been in the streets fucking with the baddies, quote unquote.
Right. So just because you say that doesn't mean that it's true, and it is okay.
No, it's factually that's a useful thing. You're not even you're lying.
It's the same issue that we have when we have gang culture. That when they start rapping now, all of a sudden we act like gang culture is a part of hip hop culture. No, that rapper, that gang member that turned into a rapper, he's a gang member. That's what he is. That's why he got shot. He got shot by another gang member. And we conflating things. And the same thing with this. We conflating things. We understand. Cardi B was once a stripper turned hip hop. We get it. But regardless, when we look at the culture of what Afro just read, it has a plethora of other things. The style of makeup. Just because these women that are a part of sex work, they adopted that aesthetic.
And we
understand
like
that
said,
part of the culture is very negative. Just like gang culture started into rap, and we all call that a part of the hip hop music scene. That's a different section of rap. But that gangster music ain't J. Cole. It ain't Nas.
Yeah, no, so you're naming sub-genres and acting like they all on rap, though.
We understand.
Whether or not you make
experimental
rap or not, it's still rap.
It's okay. It's okay.
Sean, respectfully, you're creating these lines, right? These are kind of lines you are creating as your opinion. They're not really factual. We have to admit we're in murky times, right? Can you admit that? Like when you talk, like I just looked up Selena Powell. Selena Powell, they debate. Some people think she's a baddie, some people she's not. But we do know she has done sex work before, right? She's gone from rapper to rapper. She's got some porn stuff out there. We know that Bad Barbie, another white woman, that they're tangentially connected to this culture where they have OF pages. Matter of fact, Sukihana, I remember this distinctly. Right when, this is fact, when Sukihana, when WAP first hit the scene, and it became a big hit, there was an interview with Sukihana, Cardi B, and I think Megan Thee Stallion was on that interview. Sukihana first got her come up by thanking Cardi B personally that, wow, you doing this, we don't have to be ashamed of what we're doing anymore. You've made us become free. We saw her on a boat do some stuff to herself. She's definitely in sex work. She thanked Cardi B for this record. Can I complete the thought?
Hold on, I got it. Please don't interrupt just to interrupt. I will bring you into the conversation. Go ahead, Afro Nerd.
Right. So what I'm saying is, I thought it was shocking that she was able to say, well, you'll give me authority and approval to do what I'm doing now. It's not that bad. Right. So we have to admit, when you talk about gang culture, gang culture is a part of a hip hop genre. We can be, I know what you're trying to do, right? But there's different types of hip hop, right? J. Cole is distinctly different than Little Uzi Vert or Gunna. We understand that. Different messaging, but it's still under an umbrella term of hip hop. Then you have these subcategories. But trying to parse things because it makes you feel uncomfortable is not reality, right? These women, and some of these women, some of these women. All right, go ahead.
So just like how we went from hip hop to now we have a genre it's called rap. Right, those are two clearly distinctive, different things.
You're wrong. Rap came first, hip hop came second.
I didn't say which one came first or second.
No, I mean everything.
I said hip hop and rap is two clearly different things, is what I said.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
This is crazy to me. Hip hop and rap are different. I don't know why we're trying to argue and act as if we don't understand our own culture and we don't know the difference between hip hop and rap.
I don't. That's just accurate, man. Rap is a component of hip hop. Yeah, we're both New Yorkers.
No, I'm not even saying you. I'm talking about Sharon and y'all. No offense, hip hop's not. It's a rap was first. We can Pig Meat Markham 1968. Here Comes the Judge. Look it up. The first nigga who moved to the Bronx, he was from Durham, North Carolina. This is a known hit song. This is not exaggeration. Rap existed already. Now hip hop's group. That's New York, right? This is where we talk about a group of DJs somehow made some form of rap. I don't even know how the fuck that's possible because Grandmaster Flash don't make rap. These are DJs. They don't make rap. So again, they didn't. Hip hop's not a different thing. It's probably the first subgenre of rap, I guess we could say. But like we're being facetious. We saying this is a completely different thing. That's like saying
it's easier than that. It's easier than that. One is music, one is the lifestyle. Music versus lifestyle. Hip hop's the culture. Enough said.
Thank you. So it's a difference. Hip hop is a culture.
Well, it's a component. It's a component of it, man.
Hold on.
We got to talk accurately.
Okay, so we got to be able to, but we also got to be able to separate the two. Hip hop is the dancing, is the graffiti, is the DJ, is the goddamn MC, and then it turned into rappers.
No, it's not that. It's not really. It's not turned into
right,
it.
Because
he's correct. The rap came first, as far as lyrical ability. Rap came first. Then the culture came second.
Afro nerd. Did I ever argue which one came first? Is that my argument?
No, but you're trying to make them distinct.
Okay, so
they're not. They are a component. Rap is a component of hip hop culture. Can we agree to that?
Hold on. That was never my argument or my premise.
You make up these.
My premise is that hip hop and rap are different. We could clearly say, hey, this is rap, and we could clearly say this is hip hop, and we have a clear distinction of those things. And so I don't know why we acting as if we don't understand those are clear distinctions of those things. That's my issue that I'm having right now. Is it a clear distinction between the two, hip hop and rap? So much that it has its own genre. That's why it has best rap album, best hip hop album.
No.
Okay, KT the GOAT says no, it ain't no distinction. Afro Nerd, do you believe?
No, I'm saying no. You're wrong. It's not a best rap album and then hip hop album. Like the best rap album will have all genres of rap art. Everything we talking about, like hip hop, electro hop, experimental rap. That's all subgenres of rap. I'm saying the best rap artist isn't you make hip hop, you can't get the rap artist stuff.
So Lil Dicky is rap or hip hop?
Rap. I don't know. The same. No,
you don't know. Thank you for saying you don't know. Thank you for saying you don't know. It's okay for you not to know. Afro Nerd, which one is Lil Dicky? Is he rap or hip hop?
That's an opinion. It's an opinion.
I can't really
because you can't say it's like asking Snoop Dogg why would he appear to do features with rap musicians or people who are clearly more hip hop. Look, when you look it up, it said
hold on.
So we can't look it up. Can we look it up?
Hold on. Features doesn't have anything to do with the conversation. Features don't have nothing to do with the
because
conversation whatsoever.
yeah,
So
Lil Baby not making features with Kendrick Lamar
is
because they
Drake
don't make
is
the
Drake
same type.
is
But Dickie
what is
do
Drake? Drake is considered rap or is he considered hip hop?
a pop artist.
Yeah, I think he's a pop artist. No, I think he's a pop artist with hip hop, right?
He even says it himself all the time. I'm not a rapper. I'm a pop star. I'm shooting from a cop car.
And Lil
Like,
Wayne
So
says he's
can you
not a
answer
rapper.
the
He's a rock.
question?
I
And
just said
Lil
we
Wayne
did.
says
We
he's
all
a rap
did. He's a
star.
pop. He's a pop artist.
Let's leave it at this. I don't think we're going to come to a conclusion. I
Anyway,
don't think
so
we're going
what
to
I'm saying
come.
is that
Wait, but Lil Wayne is a rapper.
I need y'all to just be able to understand what we're having a conversation. That just because a stripper adopted to the aesthetics doesn't mean that those strippers and sex workers are baddies. Majority of baddies, they just put on makeup and they are high fashion. They're not out there selling vagina on the street. Majority of women are not selling vagina on the street. So to act as if majority of the ones that is doing fashion and makeup is selling a vagina on the street is just wild to me.
No, but you lying. You saying most baddie chicks are just taking.
Hold on. Please stop saying I'm lying, please. I said what I said, and you could just disprove it by saying, hey, no, this is what I'm talking about. Please stop saying that I'm lying.
Okay.
I'm being honest about what my thoughts is. Please stop saying that.
Okay, yeah. But again, the point is you're trying to say what baddies are, and that's not what they're presented as. Like what is presented as. What are you doing? It's mostly women showing their bodies off.
No. I need y'all to learn how to have a conversation.
I mean, we can't have a conversation. Keep muting me. You just spoke. I was just trying to speak, and you mute.
All right, so don't unmute yourself.
I mean, what is that? What kind of weird joint is this?
The weird thing about it is that I'm attempting to have a conversation about something, and you're straying away from what I am trying to accomplish with the conversation. That's number one. Number two, you keep saying what I'm doing. Don't tell me what I'm doing. Sharon, you are doing this. That. Just let's converse in the conversation. Stop trying to tell me what I'm doing.
Hey, look, as a man, know how we should do it.
I keep asking you to do something. All I'm asking you for to respect that I'm asking you to do something. Please do it. Don't tell me what I'm doing when I'm having a conversation with you. I'm literally discussing the conversation. Don't tell me what I'm doing.
Can I speak now, or are you?
Oh my God. Shit is insane to me sometimes. Welcome to the show, Supreme Vaginal Vessel. How you doing today?
Wonderful.
Thank you. So.
Hi, Diva.
Good day. Who is that?
Kim. That is Kim.
Oh, what's up, Kim?
So KT, can you please correlate? So this way, everybody, we're going to go KT, Kim, Afro Nerd, Diva, Shadow
Wait,
the Time.
I don't get put to the back. I just got here. Ain't you supposed to ask what are my thoughts on the conversation? Huh? Ain't that what you supposed to ask me when I come up here?
You trying to give me some straightening?
Give him Diva.
I'm asking a question. I'm asking a question.
Diva. Before, so we got Diva, KT, Kim, Afro Nerd, then Shadow. Let's go.
So the portion that I heard was about like baddies and you know what that whole thing is. And so baddies are not a new thing. They've gone by different names, and certainly there wasn't like social media in previous generations, but there have always been baddies, the girls who had the certain aesthetic. I think LL called them around the way girls.
Mm.
So, but I know, like where I was at, it was the girls who, always had their hairdo, a different hairdo every week, a bunch of, gold bangles on their arm, anklets around their ankle, the nails done all the time. And so those girls were baddies. It just wasn't no social media around during that time. But so, and the thing is, I don't think that they, baddies, the culture or the lifestyle is about prostitution. I think the mentality is more so you gonna deal with a man anyway, right? They're women. They, ain't all gussied up and trying to be their most attractive for men not to notice them, right? Um, but and so you gonna deal with a man anyway. So just get you one who can do something for you. And I wholeheartedly support that. I don't think any woman should attach herself to a man who can't do nothing for
Okay. KT to go.
Nah, I'm in agreement with Diva on that for the most part. I'm just saying, a lot of that does insinuate, especially today currently. 'Cause I agree even with like the early forms, like the around the way girl, the it girl. I would say vixens to a certain extent will be in that same class. Um, like that's always been there. But yeah, today what we currently see with that level of woman, especially when we talk about like the TV show, these are regular everyday women. You know what I'm saying? They not famous or known for nothing. Shit, I'd even go so far as to say like TV show wise, they're not actually even baddies. They're more fighters than baddies, right? But one of the primary things that they do to get in this spotlight position is showing off their body and doing uh highly sexual acts for it. You know what I'm saying? Even proudly saying how they selling themselves. So I understand what y'all say, what you're saying, Sharon, in terms of that may not be what it's supposed to be. I'm just saying that's what it's becoming.
All right. Kim West.
Yeah, I agree with Diva that baddie is more so an aesthetic, and there may be a mindset that comes with that, but that doesn't mean that the woman is a prostitute. I'm very disappointed in KT to pretend like he doesn't know. Like when you see a woman from across the street, you say, "Ooh, she bad." You're not saying, "Oh, she's a prostitute." You say she look good, she got herself together. That's a common understanding. That's old, and people be trying to reappropriate words, and it's all in an attempt to down women and downgrade women. So now a woman can't even be a baddie. You can't even look at her from across the street and say she looked good, she got herself together, body's right, without now it being attached to, oh, she's a prostitute. It's an attempt to just down women when the woman just tried to be confident and have herself together and be a baddie, and they just want to attach something negative to it.
Perfect place to land it. Go ahead, Afro Nerd.
Yeah, I disagree. I think I do agree when she said that words have meaning, but I think words having meaning and being appropriated incorrectly, even when Diva mentioned "Around the Way Girl," I think there is shout out to another Queens person, LL Cool J. That girl had a certain aesthetic. There might be a shared aesthetic for being stylish, but "Around the Way Girl" was really a down to earth woman. It wasn't baddie culture. So I think there's a separation there. We can talk about the stylings of a fashionable woman who's in the streetwear and the hip hop, which is what the song referenced. But a lot of it had to do with someone that is relatable. A baddie, and also when the last person spoke, she said, "Well, that girl's bad." Well, bad meaning good has been around for 50 years. So that's different than baddie. We have to understand that whether the Zeus Network, it's been a corporate thing now, it's a product. So there's a certain expectation of what a baddie is, and there is a kind of a gray area where there's semi-sex work involved in it. I don't know why it's hard to, not all baddies are women, not all women are baddies. There's a difference between Coretta Scott King and Megan Thee Stallion. I mean, there should be a difference, shouldn't there? That's all I'm saying. Take it for what you will.
Yeah, but in
Hold
like
on,
your
hold on,
hip
hold
hop
on.
example. Oh, sorry.
Oh, Shadow, I think it was your turn, right?
Yeah, but you can.
Okay, child. Hold on, but I did want to read the lyrics to "Round the Way Girl" by LL Cool J. Okay. It starts out. Can you mute Shadow? You kind of loud.
Oh shit! I thought I was muted. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Uh, I want a girl with extensions in her hair, bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair, a Fendi bag, and a bad attitude. That's all it takes. Wait, that's all I need to get me in a good mood. She can walk with a switch and talk with street slang. I love it when a woman ain't scared to do her thing. Standing at the bus stop, sucking on a lollipop. Once she gets pumping, it's hard to make the hottie stop. Right? She likes to dance to the rap jam, sweetest brown sugar with the candy yams. Okay, hold on. Da, 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 da. Okay. Silky Milky, her smile is like sunshine. That's why I had to dedicate at least one rhyme to all the cuties in the neighborhood. Where's LL Cool James from?
Queens.
All right.
Hollis.
And we know that those queens have baddie culture behavior because they was fighting, right? And the nigga had to step to them the right way, correct? I send you $2, Sharon. But so yeah, that's exactly what he's talking about. He not just talking about, oh, she relatable. No, she got a bad attitude, and once you get a pumping, it's hard to make her stop. So
Okay, so can I
Mystery,
respond? Or am I going
Afro
to be cut?
Nerd, with
Am I
whatever
going to
the
be cut
hell you was
off?
talking
Am I going to be cut
about.
off? Sharon, can I respond to that?
Wait, but
No, you
you
can't.
just cut me
Hold on.
off.
Let me correct it. You can't cut somebody off and say, "Let me respond" without being cut off. Okay, so let her finish, and then you be able to respond. Simple.
Ignorant. So so yeah, so he was talking about again the Round the Way Girl in when was this song? 1990
90, yeah.
is the baddie of 2026.
For sure.
I
All
And,
right.
rest
So,
your
so,
honor.
so, so for someone who is from New York and Queens specifically, the term "around the way girl" predates LL Cool J's usage. So many people, I know Sharon knows this, the term "around the way girl" had a very specific meaning. It's not baddie. Everything doesn't connect equally. Even when you look up, because I can look up things too. When you look up "around the way girl" as a slang, it says authentic and local. She is from the immediate neighborhood around the way, representing a familiar, relatable love interest. Independent and streetwise, stylish urban fashion, charismatic and charmer. It says is popularized by LL Cool J, right? But she's a next door woman, right? So she's not the same as a baddie, where
But you said
somebody is
stylish and popularized. You're kind of
Yeah,
Please, let's
ignoring
not.
stylish and popularized part.
Let's hold on. We're better destroy that. Let him finish his point, and we
okay.
destroy the
All I'm
point.
saying is, well, I mean, I don't know what this is to destroy. I mean, I'm looking it up, and I also remember the term "around the way." Around the way was used before LL Cool J used. He didn't invent the term "around the way." Around the way really means, yeah, she has a certain fashion sense. I'm not debating that baddies have fashion sense. All I'm saying is that around the way girl, there was a little bit of a down to earth component to around the way girl, even in the video, versus a baddie who has a lot of makeup, very stylized. This early 90s hip hop fashion had a certain down to earth appeal to it. That's not the same as what we're seeing, this kind of Megan Thee Stallion version of being a baddie versus Halle Berry and all those people in 90. What this is talked about, 90s. This is talked about incessantly about how the 90s, the women didn't wear the kind of makeup they're wearing now. There was no wild eyelashes. There was no bull rings. There was a whole bunch of different things. Everything doesn't match up cleanly. Mm-hmm. There is a little bit of down to earth component to an around the way girl versus a baddie from the Zeus network. That's all I'm saying. And I looked it up.
Okay. So now I don't know why
and I'm
you
from
brought
Queens,
in the
mind you.
It don't sound like it. So, bad attitude. Bad attitude, would that be a part of being a baddie as well?
Well, from someone who's been
Yes
called
or no?
sassy,
Yes
or someone,
or no?
it could mean sassy.
Yes or no?
It could mean sassy. I'm not going to do
You
your
ready?
leading question. I'm not going to do your. I'm not going to.
Hold on. Is it a problem with answer yes or no? I want to go down the line.
Yeah. It is a problem if everything isn't clean like that. Because bad means good, doesn't it?
So
everything isn't clean. Everything isn't clean.
I'm glad that you said that, right? So for some reason you can't just answer yes or no. But even back in the day,
everything is a yes or no, man. Everything isn't clean like that.
My shorty is bad, not bad in the sense of bad, but bad meaning good, right? So we understand that is something that happened. But earlier in the show today, you had mentioned and went down a list of things that what a baddie was. Her attitude was a part of that definition. Yes or no?
Repeat that again, man. I was looking up baddie versus round the way girl. I don't like arguing without information. And the cackling, I'm not into the cackling either. I like to be. I will take an L. I will take an L if I am incorrect.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, everything does not match cleanly.
Okay. So
wait. So when I just said, when I looked up around the way girl, when it said,
you asked me to do something, allow me to do it. Thank you. I would really like to know if you can answer questions in yes or no so we can get a baseline.
I got the differences here. I looked it up. Let's go through that. Don't mess with me.
So
I got it where it says the differences. I have it where it lists the differences. So it's not clean.
That's fine. So now I'm asking you some questions so you can say yes or no.
No, I want to go by this discussion.
I don't care what
I want to go by the facts. Can we go by the facts, Sharon? It's not clean. There's a difference. I did it. This PC age now.
Why are you talking over me?
Because you are a bad faith actor. That's why I'm talking over you.
Ooh.
You want to? You say there's no difference. I pulled the difference.
Oh my God! I don't know why is it so difficult for y'all to understand what I'm asking you? Can you answer yes or no questions? That is all I'm asking you. All this other stuff that you're doing, I don't know what that is. Every time when I think I understand my brothers, y'all do some dumb shit like this. And nobody want to call y'all out for the dumb shit that y'all are doing. It's weak.
It's called having a difference of opinion.
Yes.
Go ahead, Sean. Go ahead. I'll play with this game. I'll play the game.
Yes or no questions.
Go ahead.
Yes or no? Can you answer yes or no questions? Yes or no?
Yeah, I can answer yes or no.
Yes or no?
To what?
The answers that I'm looking for.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead is not a yes or no. Do you understand the words that's coming out of my mouth? Can you answer these questions with just using yes or no?
I will try. Not all questions are like that, Sharon.
Okay, so you can't do it. That's all you have to say is to say no, I can't. And then I don't have to ask you these questions. Because we're gonna have to, if you cannot be a man, hey, we're gonna just have to expose you for being what you are. I asked you a very direct thing to do. I said, hey, these are my parameters. Can you do that so we can move the conversation forward? Answer it yes or no. Those are the options. It ain't no, yeah, sure. It ain't no, maybe, I'm gonna try it. None of that is included in yes or fucking no. Grow up, be a man. Either you can do it or you cannot.
Okay, Sharon, you know what? I'm going to work with what you want. Go ahead. I will work. If you want a yes or no, I'm going to do my best to do yes or no.
Okay,
I would just say this. Okay. I would say this. There's such a thing.
Okay. So we're going to try one more time.
Go ahead.
Can you please answer these questions with yes or no?
Yes.
All right.
Is attitude a part of being a baddie?
Yes.
Is fashion a part of being a baddie?
Yes.
Is the being a part of the hip hop urban scene a part of being a baddie?
Yes.
Is fashion a part of being a baddie?
Yes.
So all of those things is what the song was approaching, and that's why she went back into the time to say, hey, before the word was invented into this new style of calling it baddie, that is the correlation to what it was back in the days. And this is why we cannot put that with sex work. It's just not a fair assessment to have when we know somebody like Sukiyana, she is doing something nefarious, right? We understand that Cardi B was doing something nefarious. We cannot add her into the fashion Easters of the world, because just like Kim East or Kim West said, hey, just when you see a woman across the street, like, damn, she a baddie. The first thing that's coming to your mind is like, damn, I wonder if she gonna take this $40.
Okay, so can I respond respectfully? This is my point. My point is everything is not symmetrical when you go back in time. So when I actually looked into posing, what is the difference? Baddie versus around the way girl. This is what it comes up with. It says both terms are used to describe confident women, but they represent different approaches to style and public persona. So it says authenticity versus curation. The around the way girl is admired for being naturally cool, while a baddie is often admired for a polished, put together look. Approachability. Around the way girls
Stop. Because y'all mentioned the show Baddies earlier. Okay, are they known for a polished look?
Fair question.
It depends on what you consider. I don't know.
Because they're on there fighting constantly. Half the time they
I think they're talking
standing up on top of their head.
I think they're
they
talking about appearance.
Finished fighting.
I think they're talking about appearance, not demeanor.
Right. So
but I want to get to this last part.
If you just finished fighting, your appearance ain't gonna be polished. That's what I'm
No,
talking about.
No, I'm talking about your fashion sense.
Weave out, you're not gonna
okay, so
polished.
fashion sense. Let's just answer it. Just answer the question so we could. Just answer the question. Do you think those girls that is on these baddie shows, do you think their appearance is polished?
It says polished, put together. I think it means their fashion.
Okay, that's fine. That's what it said. But
not how they're acting.
Right. And when
what I'm trying to get you to hold on. What I'm trying to get you to understand, Afro, if you just answer the question, right, we'll be able to move forward. So are these women
crazy,
polished, and well put together on these baddie shows? Would you consider them? You see one of the baddies walking down the street. Would you consider, oh, that's a polished and well put together woman? Is that the thing you're going to think?
I would not think that. No, for my aesthetic,
okay, so
no.
the answer is no. Thank you.
I'm more corporate. I'm not. Okay, but hold on.
Okay. Okay.
All right, but look, we're debating. Okay. I think we're debating. Can I respectfully just respond without this hysteria? All I'm saying is, first I'm reading it, right?
No,
I think. Can I repeat? What's the problem? Why you fear my response? Why the fear of my response? I'm like Shadow now. I'm like Shadow. I get what Shadow's talking about.
Because we are.
Leave my name out of it.
Jesus Christ.
It just means fashion, man. Gangsters are well put together. How about that?
So now.
No,
perfect,
but
right?
as an analogy.
Hold on.
Gangsters were well dressed. Hold on. See, now you see you're slipping. You're slipping.
Hold on. If you just listen, we can get through the conversation. Stop thinking you can mine out the conversation better than I'm telling you how to do it.
Yeah, I know. You're going to tell me how to think.
Thank you.
That's the crunch.
Thank you.
Somebody need to.
Jesus. So now when you compare those two things, do either one of them say sex work in it? Factually.
Do they say sex work in it?
Yeah.
Factually, do either one of them say sex worker?
No, they don't say. Doesn't say sex work. No.
Thank you.
But I don't think. I don't think.
I argue that it is. If you want to go by.
I never said that. I never said that.
What the fuck are you arguing?
Well, you're too busy.
Okay, so maybe
you're getting ahead of me. I never said that.
So maybe that's what.
I said murky. I used the term murky, didn't I?
Hold on. I'm trying to get some clarity because maybe I misunderstood what you're trying to argue. Please, the argument today is that being a baddie, I'm saying that it doesn't correlate to sex work. That's what I'm saying. Do you agree with that?
I don't agree with that. No.
And that's where our point of contention, even though you are factually reading something,
Yeah, that helps.
and it doesn't say that it is attached to that thing, how are now factually you're going to argue it otherwise? Because I do not want to argue your belief, and I don't want to argue your opinion. We both going to look at this thing, and we're going to call this thing a cup. Or we agree that this thing is factually a cup.
Well, again, going back to facts.
Yes or no? Are we going to agree that this thing?
Yes, whatever you want, we will agree to it. I got to play this game with you.
Okay, so
if I could
factually, okay, so we're going to agree that this is factually a cup. So now, can you factually show me where being a baddie, by the facts that you have, it says sex work?
Well, we know that some baddies have practiced sex work. This is why I said the
That's
term
not what
murky.
I asked you.
I'm answering your question. You want things to be cleanly defined when it's not that way.
To answer.
If Sukiyani and Cardi B were from this reality world and they practice sex work, then what are we talking about?
Did I ask you about Sukiyana or Cardi B? Yes or no?
No, you didn't ask me about them. No, I'm looking at baddie personalities.
I want you to factually show where it says baddie is a sex worker. That's all. Factually, not your opinion and not your belief.
It doesn't say that. No, it doesn't say that.
Factually, you can't.
But I'm pretty sure I can look up that there's a murky area between sex work and baddie culture. That's all I'm saying. Like, you want things to be clean where the world doesn't work in ones and twos and clean like that. That's why I'm confused on what you're saying. You personally want to demarcate between certain behaviors and baddie culture. And baddie doesn't mean such and such. But we clearly see there are baddies that have practiced. They have OnlyFans pages. They're practicing sex work. So I don't know. I don't understand. Hold on. And just to be clean about.
Slow down.
Wow, man. This is crazy. When you start losing an argument, take an L occasionally, Sharon. Take an L occasionally. It'll be good for you.
Slow down. Do you believe Beyonce is a part of baddie culture?
No.
Does she have an attitude?
I don't know that. I don't think she's known for having an attitude.
She literally called herself a diva. Does she have an attitude?
You're conflating things now. I'm not going to play this game with you. You're conflating things.
That's definition.
That's like Diana Ross. Is Diana Ross a baddie?
Yes.
She's glamorous.
Yes.
So she's baddie like Sukiyana.
Yes. I said yes. It's simple. Yes. See how easy that is? Yes.
We're not going to come to your bad faith, man. Your bad faith.
Somebody that calls themselves
everything is a match.
Fierce, hold on. It's okay. Somebody that calls himself Sasha Fierce, would you consider that somebody that says, I have an attitude? Yes or no?
That's a stage persona. I'm not sure about that.
Okay. Would you consider that person consider himself with an attitude? Yes or no?
I don't know, man. I can't answer. I'm not going to answer something I'm not comfortable in answering the way you want me to. I think Beyonce is somewhat revered.
All I want you to do is answer the question like a man.
Yeah, a man is honest.
That's it. Yeah. So honestly, are you a man?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so answer like one. It's okay.
But according to you, this is like you're moving the goalposts.
It's not according to me. It is according to what society agrees what men should do. Men should be able to answer questions directly. Yes or no. This is true or this is false. So again, if we go by the definition of baddie, with attitude, with fashion, with the culture, everything that the definition that you read, would you put Beyonce in that factual definition that you pulled up? Would you put Beyonce in those characteristics only by the definition that you pulled up? Yes or no?
Okay, so I looked it up, right? So it does say she plays a role in baddie culture, so I'll give it to you. I don't classify her as that because she's married.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Yeah, it says she's a baddie.
Yes. So I say yes.
Yeah, I said yes. She says she's a baddie.
Yes. Okay, perfect. So now, do you consider Beyonce a prostitute?
No.
Thank you. Point. Thank you.
Wait.
That's what we are. That's what we are mining
Hold
out.
on. But
That's
because
what
you,
we're mining out.
well, you're cherry
That's what
picking
we-
now. You're cherry picking,
I'm
sir.
not- I'm
Just
giving
because you
I
found
can
someone who is not one, and if I
I
find
can give
someone
you
who
some,
is one,
I
what
can
does that
give-
mean?
I can give what it
What
means.
does that mean?
Is that I can find what it means.
Means you're
is that
gonna be
I can
right no
find
matter what you say.
What it means, you ask the question.
Now, who's the man?
What
Who's the
that-
man? Who's the
you
woman now?
ask the question,
Sharon.
You ask the question. You ask the
No,
question.
but you can't cherry pick. You are cherry picking,
You
man.
ask the question. Let me answer
You
it.
pick someone
So
who
now
wasn't. I
go
can pick
to-
2 or 3 that
you
were.
ask
You
me
pick
a
one that was.
question, I'm going
I
to
pick one
answer
that-
it. Let me answer the question.
Right, while your eyes roll
So
and
now-
try to figure it out.
So
I
now,
want to see this.
So now
I want
we
to see
can-
the gymnastics.
we can- So now we can add other people into it as well, right? So we can have a clear understanding of what's on the other side. Would you put Viola Davis in the Baddie conversation?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay, so now we could have a clear distinction of the 2 different model types, right? So we can start. We can start.
Sharon, I've said this all along. There are different types of women.
So we could start putting some meat on this goddamn conversation, and we could flesh it, and we could.
Man, Tommy already pulled your clock yesterday, man. You're being bad faith. You're trying to direct these questions. I'm giving you nuanced answers. Everything is not 1, 2. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what a host do. I'm trying to get y'all to understand how conversations work, because y'all don't know how it works. That's the issue.
The issue is do versus does.
I'm somebody that can gather some new information and say, you know what? That makes sense. I didn't have the full information. I said flush out, which is fine. Everybody understand what I'm saying?
No, it's flesh out. No, it's not.
If it's not too, so what you mean is too late? If I learn some new information, I'm supposed to reject it?
No. What you're doing now is you're cherry picking.
So therefore, I'm not rejecting new information. So therefore, he gave me some new information. I looked into it. I said, you know what? It just means to put a little meat on it. So I understand how y'all men love to put meat on things. So I'm just trying to, get in with, because Pierre just said, Sharon, you gotta,
pause.
You gotta, Sharon, this is what the men want from you. They want you to put a little more meat on your conversation. So therefore, we're gonna flesh it out together. Don't you want me to put some meat on the conversation? Because that's what it means.
I love meat
seems
on my
weird.
conversation.
Oh, well, I'm gonna put a whole bunch on there, Diva.
I love it all
Pause.
in my conversation.
I was about to say this done turned into Freaky Friday. What y'all got going on up here, cuz? Like, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't joined the panel for this. Yo, look. Nah, chill, bro.
Yeah, you did.
I don't
You
know.
definitely
what
joined it for this.
I didn't come for that. I didn't,
so-
even if it was getting freaky, chill.
Right. So what I'm just saying is that I just want us to get just clear so we can have the whatever. If it turns out that maybe we're gonna have to change it to where the baddies might have a spectrum or something of that nature, because y'all keep wanting to bring in like Sukiana and Cardi B. You don't want to take them to those type of characters, because we know it's a lot more than just Cardi B and Suki, right? It's probably at least 1 million girls that is in that fits their criteria. Fine.
Yeah, but
Sharon,
but
Sharon,
we
real
need to
quick,
have-
You need
criteria,
to
I mean,
understand. I'm just trying to get a scale of what we are talking about. My main issue is when we go by the exact definition of what it is, those women are not a part of the baddie culture. Those women are a part of sex work culture, literally.
No,
Literally.
hold up.
That's
It
what
don't
they
mean-
are.
Ron,
Hold
Viola Davis
Hold
is
on.
considered a baddie.
No,
By
chill.
definition.
We not even stop. Hold up. Stop.
No, I just
can't-
read the
you can't
definition
act
of
like-
it.
No, chill. I'm just saying we can't act like because you're a baddie or a round the way girl that don't mean you can't be a sex worker. And we're just saying that around the way girls, most of them they were not seen as that in the sex worker realm. It just seems that most baddies you're talking about, they do fit the Sukihana. It's more Sukihanas than it is Beyonce baddies.
Thank you.
That's the
Thank
whole
you.
thing.
Everything asymmetrical.
Yeah.
Right. And so I would completely disagree. I know plenty of women that we used to look at their Instagram. We would say, yeah, she's a baddie, but I'm pretty sure none of y'all would say off the rip and say, yeah, she's a prostitute. It's just
No,
bullshit.
you're being disingenuous there.
Hold on one sec. Hold on, please. I don't know why y'all can't just deal with facts. It's just anyway. We're not even at 70 likes. I don't know what the issue is. Y'all need to figure that part out. We need to get an understanding on how to support each other. I'm asking for likes and shares. We can easily get to 300 people in the building with just likes and shares. Easy. We could build up our own situations easily. We got to stop trying to gatekeep ourselves. It's ridiculous at this point. So please, if you forgot to hit the like button, which is a possibility, please hit the like button. Please hit the share button, because we want our Black folks, whether we like them or dislike them, to move forward. We want them to be as big as they possibly could be. I don't care if you like me or not. They got other people on this channel that you do like. So please hit the like and the share. Go ahead, KT the GOAT, finish saying what you're saying, because I cut you off. KT, we got Shadow. I believe he has something to say in it as well. We're gonna bring in Wall Street Willie, Cyber Dreams, and then open it back up. Everybody, we just start jumping back in how we normally do. And if you can, please cam up. It makes for a better show. Go ahead, KT.
Okay, but what I was gonna say is that's not true, because we can't quantify like what's presented. What's actually known is the baddie women are mostly Sukihanas than Beyonce's. Even if you're saying you know a group of women who are of that stature, nobody's arguing that, because nothing's absolute, right? But most women who perceive themselves or are in the status of baddie, they're single women, they're not in relationships, they're moving around. And again, the more famous ones, they have outright admitted and proudly held that they've done some type of sex work. So it's kind of hard to deny on that basis.
Okay, we already agreed that it can promote toxic relationship. That's one of the things that Afro brought into the conversation that I agree with. Go ahead, Wall Street Willie, then Cyber Dreams.
Abaragani to the panel. I mean, it's very simple, right? Like
You
can hear me?
You was on pause for a second, so it didn't look like you was ready to talk. You was frozen, Shadow. That's why.
Oh, my bad.
No, go ahead, Shadow. If you back, then go ahead, Shadow. Okay, go ahead, Willie.
You can let Willie go. Yeah, it's fine.
Not bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's fairly simple, right? If you start with the base, right, that both Cardi B and Jasmine Crockett, they're both baddies, right? One is an ex-stripper and the other reads books, is an attorney, right? So it's not a prerequisite that you have to be involved in sex work to be a baddie. But the reality is, if we're talking about baddie culture, there is an element of sex work that has unfortunately become attached to it. That's the
Did he go out, or that's just me?
Did he cut out?
No, he went out. Yeah, he cut out.
Okay.
Well, that's a good thing that he cut out. But
Jesus is real. Jesus is real.
Yes, thank you, David. That's a great thing. Good morning, everyone. How's my mic?
You sound good.
Hi.
Loud and clear.
Good morning, Miss Diva.
Really clear.
All the ladies in the chat. Good morning, Mr. Gracie. All the gentlemen on the panel. I have 3 points that I'm trying to make, and then I'm gonna drop. The first point would be they're trying to demonize sex work as if women are the evildoers. Not only is sex work in this country illegal, with the big P word, also the purchasing of said workers is illegal, right? So if I apply the same logic, Mr. Nerd, or I can say he identify as a smart man, or I can call him a dummy, right? Right? So if I use that same logic and say, well, all men are tricks, then he will have pushback, right? My second point is the baddie culture is a new phenomenon, right? Not really, because if we look at the Jet magazines in the 50s, and then they were baddies back then, right? They just had a different word, right? But the culture of women it was created by women for women, and now it's monetized by women. We look at all of these sin and TV stuff that getting paid off of. It's kind of interesting that these men are now talking about baddies culture because they didn't create it, right? But when they had the Lukes of the world, and they had the Sir Mix-a-Lots of the world, and they was talking about big butts in the bun, right? When men were getting paid off of the sexualization of women, they had no issue with it, right? My third point would be, you guys need to just shut up and stay in your lane.
Amen.
Let you sell them chicks in peace, huh?
Yeah.
Don't bother me. I feel you.
It's two different things. Y'all don't want to accept it. And to go back to the rap and hip hop reference, could you have hip hop without rap? Could you have a hip hop culture with no rap? Could you have a rap culture with no hip hop? We saying those are two different things.
You can have
so you
rap
can have a
without.
hip hop culture with no rap.
No, I'm saying you need. That's the thing I'm saying. You need you need rap for hip hop to exist. But even without hip hop, rap still exists. Like
Okay, so let me tie it back in. Could you have prostitution without baddies?
Yeah, for sure.
And could you have baddies without
I'm a
prostitution?
Sorry.
Kim,
I got you.
Could you have baddies without prostitution?
For sure.
So they're not intrinsically linked. They're completely two separate things that are not even intrinsically linked like rap and hip hop. They could coexist completely independent of each other. Now, the fact that you have a Venn diagram with two circles with the little piece in the middle where some do meet, that should not confuse an intelligent person to say, well, these two things could not exist without each other. And I land.
Come through, Kim.
Kim,
Come through,
that's
Kim.
not what we were saying.
Hey,
Hold
on.
Hold on.
When you look this up, it's debatable.
Hold on.
Everything she said could be.
Hold on. Do y'all see that I'm trying to conduct the show? The show ain't just you just talk. Go ahead, Diva.
My apologies, Sharon. I'm holding myself accountable.
Now that is funny.
That's why we laughing. Adam War Block Peacemaker. All right, $5. Chat tithings. Oh, thank you, sir. Amen.
I appreciate that.
All right, Layla 811, $5. A bad bitch will make a bad bitch glitchy. All right. Beyonce words. We have a culture for us, by us. Oh, she said that she is a member of the baddie culture. Thank you. His money did not make her a baddie. Her money did. And that's a great point, because when they talking about these baddies, y'all left out the demographic. What it is hustle. Being a hustler is part of being a baddie. But it's a lot of these women out here hustling 9 to 5. They owning care homes for after the girls get the BBLs. They owning, they in real estate, they doing all these, hustle type jobs. And so that's a part of it. It's a lot of them who nurses and travel around and make all this freaking money. And when you see them, they all baddied up and whatnot. So I think the largest demographic of the baddie is those very hardworking, hustling, very industrious women who stay on point when you see them.
Yeah, that's what I said in the chat. It's how the amount of money that they spend on their skincare, the food they eat, how they take care of themselves. It's all considered baddies, and I think that's a good thing. Now, somebody in the chat said, "Oh, why are we glorifying baddie?" Baddie is a culture of women that's doing a damn thing. So why are y'all hating on the women?
Nah, that's ain't what y'all trying to make it into, right? Like
That's
y'all.
what it is, bro.
Hold on.
When you turn
Beyonce
baddie
said
into
she's
a
a
culture,
diva.
hold on. When you
Like
turn
y'all talking
baddie
about
into a
predecessors,
culture
and I can
instead
agree
of
with
a
that.
aesthetic, you can't ignore the positive side of the culture. If you gonna say baddie is a culture instead of
No,
aesthetic,
you
which
can't. You can't.
I was
That's
preaching
the
it's an
topic.
aesthetic. But when you want to turn it into a culture, you can't then tell the women who got a bad body, who work out, who do their own thing, who got everything going on, that they're not a baddie because they're not
But
hoeing
Kim,
themselves out.
No,
but
but you're
Kim, in
not.
that
That's
same
what I'm
sense,
saying.
you
Y'all
can't
trying
ignore
to
the
take
bad
it and
side of it
change it.
either. Y'all are
But
only
but
trying to
but
promote
the
the positive
percentage,
side of being a
no,
baddie,
no, we're
which
not
I
gonna let the
never
men do that.
argued.
The
Hold
percentage
up.
of the
And
bad
again,
is
okay.
not that much.
Right.
But
No,
black
well,
males
so
have a black male culture that go
No, hold
across
up.
the board as bad. When
I
are
can
you
name
guys
10
going?
magazines.
When are you
I can
guys
name 10
listen?
Oh my
baddie
God.
magazines.
This is
When
a
are
joke.
you
I can name
guys going to
10
step
baddie.
up?
Okay.
When are you guys going to step up and combat black male culture?
What black
Because
male
Okay, well,
culture?
again, since
baddie
we,
Can you define
culture,
what black
baddie
male culture is?
culture.
Sharon, orange.
When
Define
are you
that.
guys going to do
Define
that?
that, please.
What black
Define
male?
that,
Yeah, what
please.
black male culture?
Sharon,
What is that?
orange.
What is that?
You saying baddie is black female culture?
Degeneracy.
I'm
That's
just
crazy.
saying,
Well, baddies is
Wow.
black female degeneracy.
No, it's not.
we moved to
Yes,
an
it
orange.
is.
Nigga,
Most of the
I'm
Listen,
baddest
baddie
Hey,
culture
known
is not
are
sending.
sex workers.
Baddie culture is not increasing
Divas,
the
like
prison
Diva,
Divine.
listen.
population. Baddie
Beyonce said
culture
You're
she's
is
a
not
I want you to
increasing
you're
keep
diva.
it.
you're a
femicide
bad
Keeping in
and
boy,
mind.
man.
homicide.
You're a bad
Y'all.
boy.
Hold on. I try to get y'all to work it out. All right, so we're gonna get Cyber Dreams. Shadow
Let's
want to
bring them
jump
back.
in.
Can I get in
Okay,
there?
so we got
hold on, no, go mute.
Shadow.
I
Okay,
just
so we
don't
got.
understand. Like
Hold
they're
on. Let
trying to
me let me let
demonize.
me
Oh,
just
sorry.
let me set the stage. Cyber, Shadow, Diva, Afro Nerd, and all right, we go with that for the meantime. Then it opens up after
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna
Okay.
be really quick.
No
The
Willie.
baddie culture phenomenon has not even been 10 years old, right? So for them to try to demonize it as if it's just this culture tsunami that is coming through and taking out waves of young black girls is appalling. When we have black male culture that's been taking you guys out since the 50s. So when are you guys gonna step up and combat black male culture?
What is that? Tell us what it
Okay,
You
is, and we can tell
smoking
you.
all
Shadow's
that
next.
weed?
Apples
You
and
smoking all that
oranges.
weed?
That's people. You don't even make sense.
Shadow's next.
We're
Shadow's next.
focused
Put
on
the
the
weed down, sir.
oranges. Apples and
Put the
oranges.
weed down, sir. Go ahead, Shadow. It was
So
Shadow
we're going
after
to talk
Cyber.
about let's go back to the actual apples conversation. And I'm going to acknowledge something Kim said first. I am not saying that all baddies are prostitutes, but I'm also not saying that most prostitutes are actually copying the baddie aesthetic. And this is something that I don't even have to say. You can actually look into this. You can look at the current aesthetic of the baddie culture because baddies are, as we can clearly identify, some of the high tier in beauty women. So a lot of people who engage in sex work emulate that very much so. And again, there's a lot of people in baddie culture who specifically promote sex work, either formerly or currently. There's a magazine that's a baddie magazine called Straight Stunning. It's been a
Okay,
magazine for over
get it.
15
Do
years.
I allow a rebuttal real
All
quick,
right,
Mr.
cool.
Why would
Gracie?
you call that baddie
Why
culture
would you
instead
cut
of
me off midway?
prostitution
Why would
culture?
you cut me off? Why would you cut me off?
Hold on. Let him finish his thought. Go ahead, Shadow.
So what I'm saying is, while yes, and I'll even give her that. I could even call it prostitution culture. But a lot of those prostitutes in that culture literally label themselves as part of the baddie culture. So it's the negative side of the baddie culture. Yeah, there's a lot of good baddies, but like Beyonce will say, but or Viola Davis, who technically were qualified. But then there's a lot of bad baddies, and that's all I was trying to say all day.
Okay, so and then before I pass it to PhD Diva, Shadow, do you consider yourself a part of the black culture?
I mean, I am black, but I
Hold
wouldn't
on, what
be
you said?
engaged in a lot of black culture.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Do you consider yourself a part of the black culture?
Who, me?
I mean, by definition,
No,
no, me.
Shadow.
No.
I mean,
Okay,
yeah,
am I
technically.
allowed a rebuttal real quick? Am I allowed?
Yeah, hold on. So you say you are. All right, because I just wanted to make sure that we clear that anybody can just say they are part of a culture, right? Okay,
What's
so that's
technically
understandable.
he's saying
So
by
then my next
default because he black.
my next
But he's
question my
not. He
next
don't know
question
shit
is
about it.
my next question is, can you tell if a woman walking down the street, would you be able to say, hey, she's a sex worker or a stripper 8 out of 10 times?
Are you asking me or somebody else?
You
Yes.
You will be able to tell. Perfect. Thank you.
Generally
Thank you. That's all I
speaking.
want.
Hold up, Sharon.
Thank
But I
you.
want to make a
Thank
point.
you. And so the
Sharon,
reason,
real quick.
and the reason why
Well, that's
that's
called
important.
sexual profiling. So why get mad
And
at what police officers when they racially profile you Negroes? That's sexually
hold on.
profiling women.
Literally, you can
And
find
hold on.
this.
And
There's
the
a
reason why that's
subsection of
the reason
baddies
why.
who can stand next to hoes
Shut
and
up.
you can't tell the difference. There's whole
But
memes on that
that's
now.
it.
So why
It
assume
doesn't matter. So,
Not only is
shut
they
up.
memes,
So
it's a
hold
saying.
on.
That's crazy.
Hold on. Just because something exists doesn't mean y'all need to bring it up. This is why your arguments be falling short. So, and again, in baddie culture, right? It is what they supposed to represent, like PhD Diva. They're supposed to be what? Well put together. And what was the other word I'm looking for?
fashionable
That
attitude,
baddie's culture isn't always well put together. It's also
confident?
extremely sexy. Like
And
there's
presentable.
y'all are
never
conflating
said
two
it.
different things.
No, you are. Oh my God. You
All right.
are conflating that you are acting as if when you see a girl walking down the street, we cannot tell the difference between a stripper and a regular girl.
You can't.
That's the issue that we keep having. But Diva was
See,
next. And then,
a lot of the things that they are speaking of is environmental. Strippers work in strip clubs, right? So what he just said is a fallacy because prostitution is one of the oldest professions of the history of human beings, right? So how are you going to correlate the baddie culture with prostitution? I don't get it. So I can do the same thing and say that because I have watched Shadow threaten men online, he threatened pull up an address. I can say he is a social misfit.
Bandit.
He's a murderer.
Okay.
He's a criminal.
Yeah.
I can say that about him, but because of how he looks, right? He's black, and his words is violent. I can say that about him, right?
he got the hair. Let's go through the list.
Accurate.
He got the hair.
Uh-huh.
He got the dead eyes.
Now tell me where the accurate. Did you just say I have dead eyes?
Yeah. So he
What the fuck?
So we gotta
I've
help
never
his
been
wife.
told that.
We're gonna kill his wife and his kids.
His ass been in jail.
He
His
doing
ass been in
push-ups
prison.
online and stuff like that.
He
I promote physical fitness.
No,
Hey,
I
Kim,
mean
you
you're
know
doing
what?
it
Hey,
as
I
intimidation
got a
though.
bullet shoot, Kim.
He doing it for intimidation, right?
No, shoot Kim. Nah.
You ain't doing
He doing it for intimidation,
you
right?
called me.
Yo, this is crazy.
So if listen,
taste out of your mouth. I'd like to see you try.
I have a business owner, right? She's finna order me an outfit for my homeboy is having a 50 party. I'm finna dress to impress, right? If Shadow see me in this outfit that I'm about to order, he gonna say I'm a prostitute?
Yams.
Ma'am. So first and
Yams
foremost,
out,
if
yams
we're really,
cleavage out, makeup
wait,
done,
first and
hair
foremost,
done, nails done, smelling
Can we
like
get a
Dolce
profile
and
pic?
Gabbana. He gonna say I'm a prostitute?
So I got both of them. So actually, she's trying to misrepresent what I'm saying because there's a stark difference between high class dress, which is what you're describing, and dressing like a
This is
hoe.
a party, my
Hold up.
nigga. I'm about
So
to have the
are you-
yams out.
She ain't talking
Yams
high
is
class.
out.
$2, James. I want my $2.
Wait, so Cyber, wait, Cyber. So are you dressing like a hoe? Wait a minute, are you dressing hoe style?
So he said something that he said that prostitution is taking on the aesthetic of baddies, right? And I told him that prostitution is the oldest profession in the world, right? So I want him to distinguish what is prostitution clothing and baddie clothing. Because Sharon, I'm gonna have the yams out. I'm gonna be with my man though, but the yams gonna be out. It's a 50 party. We finna dress to impress. Ain't no t-shirts, ain't no tennis shoes, ain't no hoodies, ain't none of that going on at this party. Yams is out.
2 inches above the thing.
So
let me just throw something out there
Wait,
to
when
try
the
to
hell did
bridge the
that
gap.
become a classic party? Oh shit! Wait a minute.
Okay, all right. So he don't
Shadow.
want to. All right, so he don't want to. He don't want to answer the question. All right, that's fine. Go ahead, Diva.
I love how you just
Next.
hostile, man. You're good.
You didn't answer. Okay. Diva, you
I'm
were
on my
supposed to be
Obama
next.
phone.
It was supposed to be Diva, then Afro Nerd. Diva, then Afro Nerd. We're gonna try to get back to the actual thing.
Okay. So yeah, I agree with what Cyber Dreams was saying. You can, in every subset of women, it's gonna be an element of prostitution, right? So in some states, sororities can't even have sorority houses because the state has laws against over a certain number of women living in the same domicile because they automatically classify it as a brothel. Yes. And so if you go and look at the Mormons, even they had sanctioned prostitution. That was a part of their culture for a long time, and they felt it was a necessary evil to manage sexual desire, right? And so you can take any subculture of women, and it's gonna be some tail slanging in there.
So y'all got a
And
long history of selling that
wait, why are
thing,
you
huh?
speaking? Why
All
are
right,
you
my bad,
speaking?
my bad.
Thank you. So the thing is, when they ask men, oh, if you could be a woman for 24 hours, what would you do? One of the first things they say they're gonna do is start selling tails. So I really think y'all just hating with
Pause.
all the trying to act like y'all have so much angst with it. Y'all just mad because y'all can't do it. Because if y'all can't do it, y'all would have corporatized that shit. We'll be rent a nigga. You know, you would have corporatized it if you could
Facts,
do it.
facts.
And so y'all really just hating. And I don't like it, right? Because it make y'all some BANs. BANs, because you up here hating
Damn.
on some women for some shit that you would love to
I
be
don't even
able
disagree
to
with you.
do.
I don't
So
know
I
who's
don't
hating
even.
on
technically, yams.
hoes.
Listen, I want to
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
clarify. The yams
Hold
gonna
on. I
be
want to keep
out,
the
but the
line. Hold
yams
on.
gonna be
Hold on,
present.
y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I want to keep the line. It was Afro Nerd next. I
Siobhan,
want
can
to
I
All
keep the
right.
please
line.
jump in real
Well,
quick?
they really just cut
I'm
me
gonna keep
off,
this
but
I
go
short.
got you.
ahead.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you in there, Willie. I gotta get 651 in there as well. Go ahead, Afro Nerd. You got the floor.
All right. I think this is the most confusing conversation I've ever had. Because on one side, we're saying that prostitution doesn't exist in any form or format, and then in the next sentence, it's the oldest profession. You're jealous because you can't do it. I mean, either one is wrong or one is right. I mean, we got to get some clarity on this, right? So when I look this stuff up, we hate to look up things when it talks clearly about what's happening in baddie culture. I don't know what black men's culture is. First of all, I think that's wild. Now, Sharon, for someone to just say all black men are this, that, and the other, everything that is just coincidentally bad, whether it's pot smoking or selling drugs or doing all kinds of criminality, that equals black male culture. That's just he's not black male culture. With people going
weed.
People going to HBCUs.
He smoked it once, I think.
Obama smokes
I think
weed.
he only smoked it once.
He played basketball.
Play basketball.
Y'all petty, man.
So
Well,
real
look,
quick.
if we're gonna do these jokes, then
See,
you're
the
proving my
problem with
point.
Afro Nerd is
Can I,
tit for
the problem is
tat.
I can't complete the thought. That's the problem.
Yeah, because you're
So
not making no sense, bro.
no, because you don't agree with me. Because you don't agree with me.
Hold on, I'm gonna give you back the floor.
And
My apologies.
so as
hold on. My apologies, Afro Nerd. Yeah, I didn't mean to cut in.
Okay, so as adults, we got to be able to take an L. Men have to take L's all the time. Women, for some reason, under no circumstances are they to take an L. So when I look this stuff up, not just by what I see with my own eyes, right? Someone said we can't tell what a prostitute is. That's ridiculous. Sharon, you're from New York. Don't play with me. Go by. I've talked about going. You go by the Intrepid at some point. I've seen bucket naked women with heels on. I guess she's going to an accountant.
Hey,
She's an
Afro
accountant,
nerd.
right?
Afro nerd.
Fucking nigga.
Afro nerd. You are from Queens. Hold on. You are from Queens.
I'm also a New Yorker.
Okay, you are
By the
from
59th
Queens.
Street Bridge. By the 59th Street Bridge. There's some stuff going on over there. Come on, don't play with me.
Hold on. The Stoops.
Shout out to Wall Street. Shout out to Wall Street.
Hold on. All I want to say, those workers that are in Queens, what majority of them look like?
We talking about today? Like today? Oh yeah, they have different ethnicities over there in
What do they look
in Ridgewood.
like? What do they look like?
He running.
Some of them like baddies.
He a runner. He a track star.
They look like they from where? What continent they look like from? Because they don't look like they from Queens. That's for sure.
Colombia.
This is true, but I'm talking about back in the day of the Around the Way girl. There was some sisters selling some stuff. So let's
back in the day.
I don't want you. Hold on.
No, see now when
back in the days when I was
now you
young,
don't like the answer. Now you want to get funky when I'm getting the truth. The truth hurts, doesn't it?
Hold on. 651. Look.
Starts burning now, doesn't it?
Hold on.
Let's pull some cards. Let's pull some cards now.
I asked him a simple question. Now all of a sudden he like, let me back on.
He a runner. He a track star.
You babbling now. We tell the truth.
Okay, he said black women don't have L's. Black baby mama culture is an L for black women, right?
So if I was to say that the Stoops look like black women, he would have no pushback. But as soon as we just go to Queens. And we know what those
Queens has a problem. Yeah, the Asian community
like in
is
Queens.
true. That's
he does
true.
not want to say what he do not want to say what culture they look like. He don't want to say what continent they come from, what culture they come. He don't want to say it. And this is when we know we know men like you. This is when we know men like you are not genuine in conversations. You're looking for spaces to just talk down on black women and black
I'm not.
culture.
No, I didn't
you
say
don't
that.
Realize that you're doing it because you believe I'm
not talking down. No, what I'm doing.
It's okay. It's okay. But you're not talking in truth. Because when I asked you an honest conversation, I asked you an honest question, you did not answer it. You ran away.
Because you cherry pick.
You start backpedaling. He's like,
all of
a sudden you're a damn football player. You want to play. You start backpedaling.
I'm just saying, most of the hoes that Harry Hines look like me.
Slides. He doing defensive
I'm just
slides.
saying. Like if we're gonna play a game, most of the hoes that Harry Hines look like me. So if you really want to play that game, sir,
you don't know about this because you know what you want to play the game. What was the culture of your sex worker that you used to
Caucasian. Caucasian.
Thank you.
But he said something. So most of the shooters on the block look like Shadow Dan, right?
Hold on. So this is it. Hold on.
Actually, no, most of them are Hispanic.
Hold on.
What block have you been on?
What is going on? So we got Afro nerd that do not want to say that, hey, it is those Asian and Filipinos out there selling that goddamn thing outside. They on the streets, right under the train station, right there. We know it, right? We also got Shadow. What he got? He had a nice.
You're being unfair. Bad faith. When I mentioned baddies, let's run the record. When I mentioned
and again, he wants to say,
play like that?
have that thing. When I asked him a question and he did not want to answer it. One thing I can say about Shadow, when I put his ass in the corner, at least he answered the question with his face all in a pout face because he know what the answer is going to mean. He put the pout on, but at least he answered it. You started backpedaling because it didn't represent a black woman, and that is the problem. And that's why you have bad faith in your conversation.
I can prove why it's false. I can prove why it's false.
This is why you want to jump in right now. I didn't take a breath. Calm your black ass down. You're going to get a chance to say what you got to say.
Okay.
So we need you to start being honest in the conversation.
Be honest.
We going by the facts of what is being said and represented. Stop arguing your feelings. Stop arguing your opinions, and stop arguing the fact that whatever that woman is that hurt your feelings, she ain't here on this goddamn panel.
And I got something to tell them. Black women in this country have been taking L since 1619.
Because I do want to give him the opportunity to finish his statement. So, because you know he's anxious, so you know that's probably why you have a problem with keeping a girl, because he he too anxious. He gotta shoot it off quick, fast, in a hurry.
Ad hominem.
So
Ad hominem. Ad hominem. Yeah, exactly. Look, man. When I first
told you,
I didn't want to really get into the racial aspect of it because really I talked about baddie culture. Now, if you remember, if you're going to keep it honest, I mentioned Selena Powell. I also mentioned Bad Barbie. Those were white baddies. So if we're going to be honest about what I said, right? I didn't want to talk about the Asians involved in Queens because I saw black women, I saw Hispanic women, I saw all nature of women involved in sex work. So that's why I wasn't ready to throw a specific ethnicity under the bus because it really wasn't about that. Now I corrected you. Now when I'm going to correct you, do some more corrections because you Negroes have problems with corrections. When Tommy Sotomayor put some fire to your ass yesterday and told you how to speak.
Don't bring up your damn daddy.
Whoa, how dare you call me a Negro? I put a bullet on him.
Let's keep it honest. So when these first of all, I'm going to respect black women as I am going to respect black men. I'm not going to lambaste an entire community. Let's talk about specificity. I'm not calling all black men black male culture. Anything that's negative is black male, yada, yada. That sounds like Nazi talk, doesn't it? So hold on.
Hold on, that's perfect. We're going to give you the opportunity to talk about oranges. For this one brief second, we're going to talk about some oranges. Go ahead, Afroner, and talk about the beautiful things that black men are doing in a positive light. Go ahead, black man.
You going to let me speak or you going to cut me off? I know how this works.
Wait. I'm sorry.
So I'm not. Why can't I speak? What is this?
It's going to take 2 seconds.
It's my turn.
Take 2 seconds.
No,
he's going to say that because I'm not describing it as a negative or a positive. Only thing I said was black male culture, and he took that as a slight to black men. That means his mind is not strong enough in any conversation.
Now, before you do gender based,
hold on.
Can I make an attempt to bridge the gap and then go back to my desk?
Opportunity. Go ahead and name the 5 things that black men are doing that is positive. Go ahead, Afro Nerd. Shit.
There are black men opening up businesses, right? You have high-profile streamers. That's a component of that. You have black fathers. Statistics show us that black men are overrepresented as far as other ethnicities, as far as being attached to their children.
You gotta explain them. Just name them.
Right. We have black figures in politics. Black male figures in politics. Black scientists. We saw Victor Glover go to the moon recently. We have black people. Black males are excelling. They're getting VC money every day. You go to Instagram. You see
community activists.
Yes, if you go to Instagram, you will see by the minute black males succeeding and excelling. Black men are graduating from colleges, right? Even we've deconstructed that the whole adage of there's more black men in prison that they are in college. We know that's been false now. That's been falsified. So there's been some corrections. We can't just say black male culture as a singular thing. I would never say black female culture. That's why you say baddie culture. That's why you say baby mama culture. If you're going to talk about black men, have the same respect of specificity.
But black women do have a culture.
No, wait a minute. When I start
talking, black women do have a culture. No. Big mama, Sunday dinner, the bonnets and stuff like that. Black women do have a culture.
I agree, but you're being
the problem
very
is we got enough nuts to own up to our culture, and you don't.
I would not want to describe women as having nuts, but you could have that. All I'm saying is this: you mysteriously were very specific about what black women are doing, negative and positive. You didn't just say black woman culture. If you want to say black men culture, you have to talk about have a specific genre of it, then we can have a conversation. But saying black male culture equals this negative thing, that sounds like we would get all over Charlie Kirk for saying something like that, wouldn't we? Who's in the grave?
Yeah, because
listen, slow down. See, you listen, slow down, Astro Nerd. The reason why,
that bunch of burns on your ass.
No, I'm not gonna allow this man to keep on talking.
Hold on. I don't want to stop you. Hold on.
You mad?
Act like
Who hurt you?
No, because you are confusing. The more words you use, the more you confuse.
Please hold on.
It's confusing when I give you correction. It's always
No.
confusing when I'm correcting you.
Hold on. I understand we just want to talk, but act like y'all hear my voice, please. At least pretend.
Brother.
Thank you. Before Cyber and Dream finish out they back and forth. Go ahead, Wall Street. Let me get you in there so they can finish out they because you keep doing the peanut gallery and it is bothering me. So get out your little thing so this way I can allow Cyber Dreams and Afro to finish out their conversation. I want to get 651 Mint into the conversation as well because your peanut gallery is really bothering me. I'm trying to get better at not being upset at it. So go ahead, Willie, get your word. And once you finish getting your word out, do not keep jumping into their conversation. Let Afro Nerd and Cyber Dreams flesh out their goddamn conversation. Go ahead, Walt.
I don't know why you died on that.
Just slap the taste out of your mouth. I'd like to see you try it.
Okay, go ahead, Cyber Dreams, and then Afro Nerd.
No, okay, so I came up with Afro Nerd. That's you identify as a smart man, right? So we live in a gray area society where people can identify as whatever they want to identify, right? I came up when he was speaking about baddies and he was giving a description as if these women were prostitutes. This is why I came up. So when I mentioned black male culture, right? The reason why he's saying these words because we're saying this. Like, so he has an issue with baddies. So my question for Afro Nerd is, what is your premise of a baddie, and what is your true issue with baddies personally?
Well, earlier I gave the definition of a baddie. It's pretty clear about what a baddie is, right? So we can go back to what it says.
No, we're not. I'm saying you personally. What is your definition?
Hold on.
No, because I'm tired of hearing all these words. The more words you use, sir, is the more you confuse everybody. But you can't do that with me. Answer the question like a man, okay? What is your true issue with a baddie? And why are you using baddies for black women as prostitution? But we both know that prostitution in this country is illegal, and so is the purchasing of prostitution illegal. So if you have that much vitriol towards women sex workers, you should have the same vitriol towards the males who buy them.
Okay, can I respond in full, Sharon, without interruption, or is it going to be an issue? Okay, I try to be very specific about what I'm talking about. I'm not just going to, you went into a lot of conflation. If you talked about women versus baddie versus such and such, right? I think there's a distinction between women, ladies, and baddie, right? Words do mean something. I don't like to say what, you tell me what my personal definition of a baddie is. No, because I could be personally wrong. If you look up what baddie means, it's very specific. It does talk about high stylization, independence. There's some positivity attached to baddie. I will admit to that. It does say that as far as the actual term when you look it up. But it also talks about an element within the culture that is very negative. And that's all we're doing. When you start talking about some of the negative stuff, it clearly says, I'm reading it here. It says whole culture and aesthetic. Some critics argue that baddie culture perpetuates
this guy, I swear.
Okay, so this is the issue. This is the issue. We got to be able to take. You're not taking the L. You said you could, but you're not. If I don't come in with everything being 100% the right way to you, all this you're huffing and puffing. I'm not. It's not my actually. It's not my opinion. This is what it's saying. I'm reading.
Can you put a period there? So this is how conversations work.
I want to complete my thought. You cut me off when you didn't like what I said. You cut me off when you didn't like what I said.
Can you put a period there?
You didn't like what I said. Can I finish my thought and then you have it?
He just conceded.
Can I finish my thought?
No. He just conceded that there's some positive elements, right? But his whole premise of his was coming out of his mouth is negative.
Not complete the thought, Sharon.
His whole talking point is the negative.
Not having completion. Can I complete my thought? Then she can respond. Can we do this adult thing, or are we gonna be playing games? What I was saying, it says whole culture and aesthetic. It talks about going into high risk of exploitation, violence, and other that occur in the sex industry. The economic reality, while portrayed as a luxury lifestyle, Many women engage in S work out of economic necessity and just to keep up the aesthetic. So all I'm saying is everything isn't peaches and cream and cornbread. There's some things going on within the culture that's a problem. That's all I'm saying. Just like if you're going to talk about black male thug culture, you could talk about black men's play in that. I would not dispute with you on that. Why can you not take the critique like I can take the critique? We're going to play games? Be a woman. Since you told me to be a man, I'm asking you to be a woman. Hold that L.
Okay. See that there he go will hold the L. So when I came up, he was basically, his whole narrative was going towards the pendulum, or whatever, the scale was tipping towards negative. And that is his talking point. His talking point is a negative. Oh, aha, black woman, I got you with baddie culture. So I'm asking him personally, what is your personal strife or grievance towards baddie culture? How does it affect you personally?
Okay.
And he goes on and reads a definition. We all can read and comprehend, Afro nerd. So I don't need you to read a definition to me. You are on a panel with other minds. I need you to articulate your personal beliefs, because all the time you get on these panels and you're argumentative about your personal beliefs. So I asked you a clear, cut, and precise question. What is your personal views of baddies? Because it seems like to me when I hit the panel that you would be basically putting a blanket on black women that baddies are selling their thing.
Okay. Listen to me very closely. Look how she conflated women, black women, and baddies. I never conflate. I had a black mother who was a lady. I love black women. I have pictures of portraits of black women of high esteem. Right? I can show you. I'll send you that. You can go to my Instagram. You can see them right now, Sharon. So you can wave your hand all you want. I can prove it. I have pictures of all kinds of, whether it's Lena Horne, whether it's black inventors, female inventors, black pilots, black first female, Bessie Coleman. I have a picture of Bessie Coleman right now. So I'm not into. Well, see, when you don't like what you hear, you start smirking. I find that fascinating. Right? You definitely are black male feminist. So all I'm telling you is this: I make a distinction between someone. This is an example. Virginia Ali is the co-owner of Ben's Chili in DC. I'm having a picture made of her right now for my kitchen, right? Because this woman was poised, right? Coretta Scott King was poised. I would not, Betty Shabazz was poised. Those women are distinct from Sukihana. Now, we're going to call all women, black women, that.
So, okay, I have a question.
Hold on. I'm being the most.
He can't keep doing this. He didn't even answer the question. His deflection is championship style.
I'm being the
most. Is
Obama's
wife considered a baddie?
I don't think she's a baddie. No.
Because are you serious?
Not in the way that as a highly glamorized.
What?
Everybody is not a baddie. The way that it's kind of she's not really street like that.
So this is why I asked you personally, what is your definition of baddie? Because black women, stop it. Black women have we created the baddie culture. We know what baddie is. So we tie in baddie
TV
culture.
And the Zeus Network.
So because you're not attracted to Obama's wife, you don't consider her a baddie.
I didn't say that. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. You're putting words in my mouth.
I'm done with this guy. I'm done with Afro dumb.
Why can
Afro
I make
dumb
distinctions?
is Afro stupid. He need to drop the title Afro nerd.
The viewers know what's going on. Anybody with
intelligent about this man.
What's going on? You want all black women.
Listen, his deflection is championship style.
Coretta Scott King is a baddie.
I'm done. You can have it.
You're done when you start.
Someone else can talk to this dude. This guy is stupid.
Because I don't agree with you. I'm being the most respectful of black women by my putting him into a complete box. I'm saying that you wave your hand because this is the part of the troll part. I'm not the troll master. You're the troll master. I'm being honest here. I make this. How am I not being honest by saying that there are distinctions with black women? That not every. That's like saying everybody's Tupac.
The way how you not the way how you are not being honest. The way how you're not. Being
every black man's little. Every black man's gunner.
This is how you are not being
Obama's
honest.
gunner in office. Obama's gunner.
You gave a
Cory
definition.
Booker's Little Uzi Vert. Now he's Kodak Black. Come on, man. Stop it. You took that. You and your women, you start taking some L's, man. You lost this one.
You just too. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best not to call you names. This is not. You need to learn some poise from those women that you say. You need to act more like those black women that you was talking about that have poise, because you don't have any.
Oh, they're baddies though, right?
So you need to learn how to have poise, like those black.
You made the distinction. I see that.
You gave a definition of what a baddie is, and you are straying from the facts of what you gave to add in sex workers to create a narrative that is not factual. You want to talk about your beliefs and your opinions, but when we ask you about what is factually there, you agreed, but you want to so badly put women in a negative light, whatever the reason is.
Are you really serious right now? Are you serious right now? I talked about this.
So the problem is, did it happen? The issue is that you are not, and until you learn how to just be a man and understand, like, oh, you know what? I'm not.
Be a man. Look how insulting you are to me. Be a man, because I have a different opinion.
You need to be.
I'm no longer a man because I am no.
You need to be insulted.
I'm no longer a man because
you're not getting it, right? I'm telling you, you could be poised, but you can't. You want people to just listen to you, just talk and talk and talk for 2 hours, and you don't want to get interrupted, but you steady interrupting. You want people to deal in facts, but you don't want to deal in the fact that you brought to us. That is not manly. And somebody need to tell you that men deal in facts. That's what we're supposed to do. That's what we was taught to do. But the problem is, for some reason, you forgot what being cold looks like, because you want to win an argument.
I want to be a good faith argument.
The very thing that these men complain about that women do, they are the ones that actually do it. It ain't a woman's trait. It is your own trait that you don't like in yourself, and you try to put that trait on women. You don't like you don't like the person in the mirror. You looking at the man in the mirror. Oh yeah, I'm asking, can you change your ways? Oh, Afro, and if you want to make the place a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. Na 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 na. Nah.
You can try to at least harmonize. Come on now.
Okay, so I see you want to get your DJ Clue on, and you want to remix what I said. When I for some reason, when I actually read definitions and actually come up with the facts, all of a sudden Negroes start running like roaches when lights come on. Now, when I said here, when it says clearly, monetization of appearance, the baddie aesthetic heavily emphasizes a idealized body image. There's a lot of stuff that's some negativity that's connected to baddie. I would not want to put that on Michelle Obama, our first black first lady.
Why
do you decide
to stop? Because he keeps going on and on. I don't have time for it. How long have that definition been a definition?
Like what I said.
You said you was done with Afro dumb.
Man, because he keep on fucking talking.
It talks about OnlyFans pages. Does Michelle Obama have an OnlyFans page?
He only up here to get a gotcha moment. Oh, there you go, black woman. He just, y'all ain't shit, black woman. That's all he here for.
Hold on, Cyber Dreams. Hold on. I just want to know.
That's crazy.
Hold on, Afro Nerd.
Come on, brothers. Did you listen to this?
Hold on.
Holy man, brothers look crazy now.
Jesus Christ. I've been trying to ask you questions. Stop talking so much. Is Tommy Sotomayor considered a baddie? Because he got an OnlyFans too.
He's a black man.
And yesterday he also said that.
I'm gonna answer that question.
He also said on the stream last night, Cellulite called him a vagina. He said, "You love this vagina, so all I'm asking is tie me a baddie."
That's for him. That's for him to decide. I'm not going
daddy,
there. I'm not talking about male.
I just want to know: is your daddy a baddie? That's all I want to know. Yes or no?
Yo,
Is
that's
your
whole
daddy a
sentence was
baddie?
paused.
Well, I'm gonna fall back. I apologize, chat, because I was turned up. Because
That's not
I
my
am
father.
not.
Okay, so
I'm
I
not
actually
going
have a
to
father.
allow any black man or any white man, Asian man, consider all baddies prostitution when they don't have any vitriol for the buyers. So I'm gonna be nice.
I want to shout out to
I don't understand something. I want to understand something.
Hold on.
Why can't you? If you have a problem with this, why?
Hold on. Why do you think this ain't your shows? Hold on. Jesus. Get some goddamn poise, young man. Shout out to Too Strong for camming up. Salute to you, Too Strong. Get your ass back on camera, sir. Shout out to Too Strong.
Don't run now, Too Strong.
Look, man, there's elements of baddie culture that have to be rooted out if sisters have a problem with it. I'm respecting black women by not saying all black women this, that, and the other. All I'm saying, and I can read it, you look it up, not just what I think or how I feel. I don't do how I feel talk. I go by what I read, I research, and it says here clearly, and we all know this, that some of these women have hoe-like tendencies. OnlyFans pages, sugar daddy relationships, all that's connected to baddie culture. That's distinct from our highly esteemed, Princeton-educated lawyer, Michelle Obama. I would not consider her a baddie attached to this nonsense. Just like I wouldn't put Obama attached to Gunna or young
We get
thug.
it, but baddie culture is associated with black women, period. Baddie culture is associated with black women, period. So for you to say these things,
no,
listen,
you're being disrespectful. You're being disrespectful to
for you to
your own
say
gender.
these things, it's a insult to black women because you're up here. You're up here for a got you moment. You're up here for a got you moment. Yes, you are. Because when you first started talking, you said baddies are prostitutes.
You're talking
So
about
Sharon asked you, what's the difference between a baddie and a prostitute? And you can't answer the question.
No.
And then I asked you, what is your personal view of a baddie? And you go open up a dictionary. So do you want you a baddie?
I wouldn't want a baddie, no. Not no street woman, no.
So, okay, you answered the question. So listen, we need to get some more support. I don't know what the issue is. We still didn't hit 100 likes. That is crazy. The chat is jumping. Y'all enjoying yourselves? Then I got 200 people here. The more y'all hit the like and the shares, the more fun we can have. I don't know. Maybe y'all just forgot.
Sharon, I'm going to say this last thing and I'm out. We have to be very specific.
Don't be telling me when you're going to leave, God damn it. I don't know why y'all be doing that. I'm going to say once. You don't got to announce when you gotta go. God damn it. Baddies, no, Lucky. Baddies are not goddamn sex workers. No, absolutely not, Lucky. Bring your beautiful ass up here so you can have the conversation. I want to hear how you figure that. Baddies.
Yeah, I might want to hear from her too.
Can I just
it's
say
crazy
this real
you
quick?
just
No,
stand
you
on it.
cannot. We got
And
two
then the
people
double
that's been
standard,
patiently.
Mr. Bracy, they said the double. Okay.
We got two people that's patient, and we got 651 men, and we got Too Strong for Life. Let's get their voices in there. And we also got Jay. We're going to see if his microphone works, because it never does. But we're going to see if it works. We're going to see if it works today. Go ahead, 651, and then Too Strong for Life. And we're going to see if Jay's microphone is working.
Good evening. I'm enjoying the show. Good back and forth. I just want to let PhD. I ordered the book.
Hey.
So when I take my train ride today to Orlando, I'm gonna have me a little drink. I'm gonna start reading it. So see what she was talking about with the whole conversation we had, because I was real curious about the whole. I don't mean to go off
Let
the
me jump in
topic.
real quick if I want. Hey, Johnny boy, don't complain. Hit the goddamn like button, the share button. That don't got nothing to do with me. If you saying some foul stuff, you saying some foul stuff. I don't even see a bunch of people getting timed out like how you say they are. So I don't even see it in the chat the way how you say it is. Hit the like button, hit the share button, send $1. Stop telling me what you can't do. You know you can do it, god damn it. Go ahead, 651.
That was it. Just enjoy the show. I'm on vacation, so just enjoy the show, laughter, and stuff like that. So
shout out to 651. Go ahead, Too Strong for Life, and then we got Jay and his broken microphone.
Hey, what's going on, family? I just wanted to come in and then just state this real quick. We as men, we gotta stop being so damn emotional. We gotta stop being so damn emotional. It's sad look, and it looks really bad. Come on now, stand up and be men. That's my little 2 cents.
Too strong, front.
Shadow, do you want to speak about men being emotional?
Absolutely. It's positive to have emotions. Everybody who says otherwise can eat one.
Pause. That's not what I asked you. Hold on. I said emotional, not emotions. Those are two different things. Having emotions and being emotional is two different things. Please listen to the English language.
Sir, being emotional, if I remember correctly, is the act of utilizing your emotions at that time. Am I wrong? Is that not?
Yes, you're wrong.
Okay.
You're wrong.
What does it mean then? Sorry. Can you correct that definition for me? Because clearly I learned the wrong word.
When human beings are saying men are being emotional is when they don't have control over their emotions, and emotions is have control over them. Jeez.
So emotional is the action of
why you think about
emotions.
It? Why you think? I don't. Hey,
listen, I love how I'm thinking about it. You know what? I feel like you're taking some bad cues from somebody, sir. Me and you, we're better than this, sir. You don't have to be a bully to me. I don't want no smoke. I'm gonna let Too Strong go back up because he wants to fight.
Hold on. I got a person in my chat that I don't know how he got. Hold on. Oh, I know how he got there. Because his ass ain't supposed to be talking in my chat. Hold on. Let me kick this stream off of my page. Get out of here. Peace out. It's all right. You don't see it. You don't need to see who the person I'm talking to. Shout out. Mind your damn business.
Hey, I got your back. Quit fighting with me. I want to go to war with you.
Talk to the goddamn talk. Mind your business.
Look, last time I'm going to war for you, I'm teaming up with Venus now.
Your emotional ass. Too Strong, you got anything else for Mr. Emotional? Carl Thomas over there? That's your new name. Change your name to Carl Thomas.
I don't even know who that is.
The singer.
That's you. That's your new name.
What's up, Too Strong? What kind of beef you got? It's Foolery Friday. We fooling?
I don't got no beef. I mean, you didn't say anything, so.
Why you in a shower cap when it's 98 degrees outside?
This ain't no damn shower cap.
Oh, no, it's not. It's cooler. All right, you guys have real? I lost. I surrender, sir.
All right. Okay, so I guess you don't have nothing to say. All right, so let's get back to the conversation at hand. Go ahead, KT. I know you want to jump in. Go ahead.
I want to jump in too. Go ahead, KT.
Yeah,
well, I was just saying, I don't think nobody's really.
Because I know KT always let the pulsating P go before him. So go ahead, Diva.
Okay.
Don't stare too long, gentlemen. No, I just I had to hypnotize you. I wanted to read something because we're talking about baddie culture, and I wanted to I guess talk about the origins of it, how it came to be. And so in knowing how it came to existence, if we want to change it, we know, how to do that, how to approach it. All right. So this is from Black Metropolis, a study of Negro life in a northern city by St. Clair Drake and Horace R. Caton. All right. And so it says, The economic weakness of Negro men was not confined to the plantation, however. In the southern cities and towns, the masses of of Negro men, ill paid and irregularly employed, have never succeeded in becoming the steady providers for their families. It has always been their wives and girlfriends who, working as servants in white families, have brought home the butter in the bag. Thus, both husband and children come to look to their women as the ultimate source of support. Oh, hold on. Even in Bronzeville, during the last phases of the Depression, when hundreds of lower class Negro men had WPA jobs, it was often the women who, through illegal and surreptitious employment as domestic servants and probably some other stuff, had the only ready cash for food, recreation, and clothes. Negro lower class women almost always hold the purse strings.
Okay.
And reading that, I wonder,
I didn't know she
Let me
felt
connect the
those.
dots if I got it, since I got to connect the dots.
Diva, I wonder how many men in that time fought against what was going on, because women had to do that. So now, because they benefited back then, right? Now, I'm sorry, I was just cleaning the tub because I'm a baddie. I have to take a bath, right? So,
Use a bath bomb, Baddie.
because I just sprayed some stuff. I don't know. I think I sprayed too many chemicals. But anyways,
Don't pass out.
now that it's 2026 and women are only the beneficiaries of said exploitation, now these men got a problem. So my question for Diva is, do you think, like, you could just give me your personal opinion, do you think back then that they were complaining like we hear the men now?
Damn.
Yes. As a matter of fact, I was listening to somebody read. They're starting to read Soul on Ice, which is a book by Eldridge Cleaver, who was one of uh, the people who started the Black Panthers. He was one of those people. And so in the book, he starts out in prison. But he's talking about how the men were open about, he asked the men, what kind of women they like, and some of them like Chinese women, some Japanese women, some like white women, but he said that they were unanimous in the fact that none of them liked black women, right? And so there was a light-skinned man who said, no, I don't like no white bitches. I like black women. And he was so disturbed by that evening during dinner, he went up to confront that man and said, how can you not like white women? He wanted answers. And so the white man, because the man said his grandmama white and he don't even like her. And so the light-skinned man said, yeah, we all like white women. That's the bug that we've all been afflicted with or whatever. But it doesn't, basically it don't help them. In
Okay, I'm
whatever.
saying the beneficiaries of said work back then, who was feeding the keys, and you said readily cash. For clothes. Did they complain?
Oh, they weren't complaining about that, but they were still complaining about the women.
Okay, I got it.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right, go ahead, KT. The pulsating P finished.
No, I don't even know what to say after this. Y'all got it.
What? So I was talking about the origins, why these women feel the need, the baddie culture, and they have to hustle to make money because they know that they won't be able to get it, from the men.
Yeah, and now speaking of
Aren't they getting it from the
Baddie.
man? I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
What's that?
Welcome to the show. One of the baddies out here.
What up?
Go, go, loco!
What's good?
Guava
Yo,
Dolce. Guava Dolce.
what's good? What up, Esther Rowe? What up? Yo,
Guava
Sharon.
Dolce.
Yo, Esther Rowe. Doesn't Sharon like white women too?
Yeah, he got a white wife.
Yeah. So Sharon, do you let your daughter listen to Megan Thee Stallion?
What?
Why you asking me about my daughter?
Would you let your daughters listen to Megan Thee Stallion?
You got the
Why you
demon
asking me?
mic. Wait, you got a demon mic.
Just go ahead and say what you gotta say. You don't gotta
I'm
ask me no
asking you a
dumbass
question.
question.
Why you can't answer the question?
Because it's dumb.
It's not dumb. It was just the topic.
Let's go with what you're trying to talk about.
I'm asking a question. You don't want to answer because you're scared.
No, it's not. It don't got nothing to do with being scared. You're just not as smart as you think you are.
Bro, you mispronounce words all the time. You're not as smart as you think you are. And that's your only language. This is your only
Mispronouncing
language.
words doesn't have anything to do with what we're talking about. That's how dumb you
So
are.
I just asked a personal question. I did ask you a
Well, don't
personal
ask me no
question.
dumbass questions.
That's
And
a
go
small
ahead and say
question,
what you gotta
actually.
say.
So do you
I'm
like?
glad that you
Do you
graduated
let? Do you
to
let?
being.
Do
I'm
you
glad that you
let?
graduated to being a boy at your quinceañera. But go ahead and just say what you
What?
gotta say.
I just asked you a question. I said it. Well, you don't want to answer the question.
I didn't say ask me a question. I said go ahead and say your statement so we could just have a conversation. Stop
I
being
choose not
dumb.
to right now. Go ahead. Move
I
on.
get it. I forgot you from that. What's that? Oh, you a Dominican. That's
Yeah,
why.
yeah. Yo, Sharon.
Now I get it.
Sharon.
Oh,
So
Yes.
Dominican.
yeah,
Dominican.
come on, Sharon. How about you gonna use my own joke against me? Stop.
Hey, hey, Sharon, can I also read from
I
the
thought he
Black
was
Metropolis?
finna go. I thought he was finna leave.
Yeah, well, you know, when you say certain things, I have the same. I have the same book. I have the same Black Metropolis book. Can I read from Black Metropolis too? Can I do
Yes,
that?
you can read from. Yeah, you can
Okay,
read from it.
so
Yes.
I I have quite a few books also. So for the same book that
Go ahead.
our lovely PhD person,
Esteem.
it's a,
Esteem.
well, you have that. Prostitutes themselves, when in an analytical mood, sometimes make the same defense of their behavior. Let me repeat that. This is from Black Metropolis.
Mhm.
Prostitutes themselves, when in an analytical mood, sometimes make the same defense of their behavior. Thus, one young woman in a buffet flat exclaimed, "When I see the word maid, why, girl, let me tell you, it just runs through me. I think I'd sooner starve." Another who lost her white collar job, I repeat, another who lost her white collar job during the Depression first took work as a maid and then became a prostitute. "I didn't want to do housework. Here I had been in some kind of office since I was 14 years old. Now why should I start scrubbing floors at this late date in life? I tried first one thing and then another, and I couldn't make a hit of it. So we can both pull out very derogatory things based on gender in this Black Metropolis book. Yes, black men were powerless at that time, as were black women, but because of your gender, you have greater access. Maybe we were too busy getting lynched. Maybe we were getting too busy with the white man, the police on our asses in 1935, 1945. To act as if, or demand black men to be like white men, when with segregation, with black people taking away gender, when we were all caught up, but you still looking for Superman in 1945 when young boys, 50-year-old boys are getting strung up by white men, 55 are getting strung up by white men, is absolutely ludicrous. I read from the same book. I bid you adieu. Or is that a doo-doo?
Okay. So yeah, the women prostituted themselves because the men were unable to provide for them, right? And another page of this book, it talks about how when the Second World War started and the men went off to war and the women were able to work in those industrial jobs, how the household income went up, right? So them having one job was an increase in the household income over them being there working with that man. Also, with that passage that Afro nerd, I was gonna call him pastor. Sorry, Afro nerd. uh, read was the fact that when those women were working as domestics in the households of those white people, they were basically being treated as sex workers anyway, right? The amount of SA was crazy. And they were indiscriminate, right? So I talked about it before, how Fannie Lou Hamer talked about when she was a 12-year-old girl and worked as a domestic in some white folks' house. The woman called her upstairs, and when she got there, it was a bedroom with the white man there, and the white woman left out of the room and left her there with that white man who assaulted her. And then she goes on to say, when she left and went home that day, she didn't even bother telling her father because she knew that there was nothing he could do. So yeah, a lot of those women say, hey, I can scrub floors and have to have it taken from me for some pennies, or I can go decide myself to go lay up under these men and get more money for it and do it on my terms. Yeah. So any way you slice it.
You know, this ain't crazy to me.
I just want to make sure we are promoting prostitution now, right?
Yeah,
No,
like,
we're not promoting anything. We're
why do you be asking
explaining
these
something,
questions
you
that don't have nothing to
stupid
do with this?
N-word.
I
I don't
thought you
even
were
know
going
if
to actually
your
step
questions
in.
be. I don't know. Do you think those questions be funny? I don't know. That was a
No.
real question.
Since you
He's
don't
just
believe
a
me,
moron.
KT, what were you about to say? Since clearly y'all aren't hearing what you're saying.
yeah, nah, yeah, it does. Like, first of all, we talking about how it's better because they got the money on their own instead of getting grateful. And then the other thing is like,
Okay,
So how
so
the
stop.
fuck does that not sound like it?
No. Right. And so do you think that women should sign up to be assaulted?
no, I think you should stop it. Like,
Right.
you shouldn't be but you're saying how
I
they
don't think,
did
but I
do it,
also
but
don't think they
because
should
they
sell
charged on
pussy in the
their
He
own,
process.
it was
he
okay.
I don't
read
think
a
y'all hear what
passage from a
y'all.
book, you stupid ape. He read a passage from a book.
And homonyms don't help your argument.
I actually
Like,
wasn't
y'all,
talking
come
about
on.
you, dummy, but you could be a stupid ape too.
No, but I'm saying it just
Goddamn.
don't help the
Right. And
argument.
again, so you sitting up here acting like I'm saying, oh, ladies, go out and do this. He read the passage from the book. I am adding a little more context to that passage. And so, yes, those women were being essayed on in those domestic jobs. And so you
And
think they supposed to sign up for that? Don't you think that choosing to do whatever you want to do is better than having somebody taking something from you?
no, you just explained how it was okay. They still getting the same. They still
No,
having
no,
No,
no.
she did
I asked
not.
a question.
sexual actions,
No,
but
no,
because
no.
they
They
charging
take
the
it.
price
No, no,
for it,
no. Do you think it's
it's
better to
liberating.
have it taken from you or to choose to do whatever you want to do with your own body?
No, you were
I
still gonna
asked
get
a
it too.
question.
Well,
No,
he
no,
can't
no.
answer that, Diva.
Stop, Rodney. Cut it out.
Cyber. Hold
Now
on,
you've been
Cyber.
talking
Hold
all
on.
day. Sit down somewhere. Answer
Who?
my
I haven't
question,
been talking
please.
like that.
I'm not talking about you, KT.
Oh.
God damn. Can y'all follow a conversation? I'm asking you, KT.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like regardless that they're
No,
going
no,
back to
no.
the
And
place
that's
that they
not an
got
answer what you were
essayed
saying.
at.
I asked you a
I
question.
know you
Okay,
asking a
and so I'm
question, but it's not.
asking,
You
is
want
it
me to give you
better
a
for
truthful
a
answer,
woman to
or you
have
want me?
autonomy over her own body or to go there, have to scrub floors and have a man taking her body from her? Which one is better? They're both bad situations, but which one is better? Yeah, which one is
Neither
better?
one. Neither one's good, like
Oh,
you
okay.
said.
All right. So now I'm finna drop your ass.
I mean, it is what it
Yep,
is.
Drop his ass,
absolutely.
Diva.
That don't make
That was
nothing
that
like
was an
valid.
Okay,
easy
good.
question.
It doesn't
An
make it
easy
valid.
question, Diva.
Easy,
Drop his ass,
no.
Diva.
Again,
That nigga
boy.
don't want nah, you can't talk.
Hey
Drop his
man,
ass,
all right.
Diva.
Feminine Negroes. The actions of men seeking how to be men from women. Just get rid of me. It's all
Drop
right.
his
I
ass,
don't like
Just
Sharon.
slap
like
the
the
taste out of your mouth. I'd like to see you try it.
Crazy
I
that
don't
we can't. Go ahead.
think. I don't think men realize that when you're not answering questions, that ain't manly.
That look bad too. The
Like
reason it looks so
answer the
bad.
question.
The The question was a simple. It wasn't even a trick question. Do we want women to be able to give it up willingly, or should they be put in a situation that is taken? I'd rather them I'd rather them willingly accept whatever they want because at least they're in agreement with it.
Right, because the thing is, sex work is a broad category. So if we translate that into today's term, the woman might decide to sell pictures of her feet. Right? That's still considered sex work. Okay, so now is that better than going and scrubbing somebody's foot? Right? To me, it's just crazy, especially for somebody who was running sex workers. Boy, are you serious?
Hey, first and foremost, you like trying to use my history to support why I don't agree with it. But because I did it, I can actually say why I don't agree with it.
No.
So since we can actually have this honest dialogue, if you really want to, what it did sound like from somebody who actually understood what you were saying, you're saying, hey, I'd rather these women have the right to choose how they're doing the sex work instead of saying, hey, we probably shouldn't be doing it at all. But you're saying there's only two options: either get paid to do it your way, or somebody's going to take it from you. And that's an unhealthy dialogue.
Wait, hold on,
That's
hold on.
that's the only reason why I was contesting you.
Okay. No, I'm not talking to you. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Shadow.
Sorry. And that's why I was having that confrontation, David. I wasn't trying to say what you were saying is, oh, everybody just needs to go out hoeing. I'm saying what it sounds like you're saying, and again, I'm taking it out of that context from that timeline. In that timeline, I agree with you. I'd rather them have went there and made their money that they chose to make than have somebody take it from them. But moving it to this conversation now, where it's women who are selling sex or selling sexual, you're right, sex acts is a very broad conversation. There's a lot that falls under that umbrella now. But in that conversation, you still have to understand that would I prefer you to engage in sex work or not? I would say not. But if you're going to, then go ahead and take the pride and do what you're gonna do. But don't be mad if somebody brings it up to you. You know what I mean?
We ain't even talking about no shit like that. He read a passage from a book about women doing sex work. And again, if you listen to what he said, the men were powerless, right? And so when men are powerless, what does that mean for the women that are attached to those men?
The women will also be powerless because they don't have any defense.
Season. No, dummy, it means that it's open season on those women.
So they have no defense.
No.
So they have no defense against the attack. What the fuck I just said, Diva?
Open season on them. And so when you are in a position to where you are completely powerless, such that it is open season on your women, you don't get to have an opinion on what they do and how they do it. You worry about going and getting your nuts up enough to be able to stand in between them and that other group of men. That's what you do.
That I was going to say something similar to that. It's like in 2026, right, Diva, they are demonizing women knowing that they have the history of this country, right? But black males have a default excuse in this country as well. So why can't the black woman have a default excuse when we want to do baddie, participation?
Sounds right.
First, cyber. So I think that's still cyber, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna say this to cyber and Diva. Y'all mistake what I'm saying completely. I don't give a fuck if somebody decides to be hoeing or not, because guess what? I've seen the culture on both sides. So from the actual act of prostitution. So all this making up that y'all trying to do, this conflating, I'm not even speaking on that, because I'm actually talking about what baddie culture did and is shaping the current sex culture. Everything from strippers to OnlyFans to Instagram to actual prostitution. While we're having this conversation, let's at least be real, because all of this came from that conversation. Why do people see baddies in sex work? Because a lot of people who are representing themselves as baddies are also engaging in sex work, which is the only reason people are seeing them as similar. If this wasn't happening so much here, it wouldn't even be a conversation. That's why it's even a conversation now.
I don't think you can say baddies form the culture, when, as the other young lady said, the culture was formed long before the quote unquote baddies came along, the men dictated. They dictated what a baddie was, what a hottie was, what a shorty was, what a my girl, the around the way girl was. The men dictated what it was, and women followed along.
Yeah, I just think Baddies seen the opportunity. It was an opportunity on the plate. They can leverage their beauty for money, and now people upset with it. Like you gotta understand, especially if you're talking about a true baddie, she typically can make more money with her body than she would make going out and working for somebody else.
Right.
I think it's a sad reality, and it's easy to blame that on women and say that they taking advantage of the opportunity when the paying customer is the one dictating the market.
Yeah,
So,
the supply wouldn't matter if the demand wasn't there. So I mean, you're not
yes,
wrong.
so that's like it's
Okay,
almost
so
like
then why aren't we?
everybody
I'm
mad at
sorry.
me because I'm selling condoms, and everybody need condoms. Like you can't be mad at me. It's the demand that that's the point I'm saying is that it's easy to try to say, oh, let's blame the supplier when the demand is I think is the problem, which is the men, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Good point, E.
Mm,
No, and again,
Um.
I don't disagree with that either.
So, hey everybody. I just wanted to jump in here real quick. Hi. So I've been kind of in and out. So forgive me if anyone has asked this question, because so in just listening to this debate and argument, and the men so suddenly up in arms about sex work and what have you. The question I have is, what is so horribly wrong with it if you have two people deciding in a transaction that this is what they're going to trade for? I mean, it is her body, right? She can decide that she doesn't want to just give it away for free. She's going to, you know, what is it, incentivize it or monetize it.
Leverage. Yeah.
Yes. And I'm trying to kind of understand what, like, who is that harming, barring any abuse or any forcing, which is and was harmful. What is harmful about a woman taking her own autonomy and deciding this is something I have and there's a high demand for it, and I'm not going to give it to you mofos for free. And
No,
I think that, and here's the thing too. The only reason why men are really actually upset about this is because they are losing or actually no longer have the authority over what a woman does with her
well, men are not
vagina.
upset about it.
Because,
They
That's what I'm saying.
are.
Men
well,
are
They're
not.
very upset.
they
They're very
sound
upset.
upset. They sound very upset.
No, they're lying.
And they're attempting to, I don't know, what is it? Is it
No, they're
so-called a
lying.
moral
I'm telling you,
thing?
like we done seen just in the
Okay, so can
last
I
couple of
finish?
days.
Can I finish? Can I
I
finish?
thought it was a question. You making
Can I
statements. Go
finish?
ahead. Yeah,
Can
go
I
and
finish?
finish.
Are you mad about it? Are you mad about it? No,
Not
you're
at
not
all.
mad about it. So I'm not talking to you. So it's the same thing that, okay, before we had these rap the rap girlies or what have you, before we had the Megan Thee Stallions and the Cardi B's, who are, very sexual in their raps and in the way that they dress. Nobody had a problem with it when it was the men putting using women in that way and fetishizing women in that way in their videos and in their songs and their rap songs. Nobody said anything about it. But when the women, the girlies, decided to take it upon themselves to be okay with their sexuality and to go ahead and flaunt it and be unapologetic about it, now these men have a whole lot of negative stuff to say. Somehow these men have a moral high ground when we know that they don't have any moral high ground at all. The only issue is that you no longer get to control what a woman does with her vagina, and you don't get to get paid off of it. That's the only issue. That's all we're talking about here. Because
Mm,
if she wants to do it, what are you mad about? Because you can't
So,
get it for free? Is that what you mad about?
so I don't think
Ooh.
men are mad. about women selling their vagina. Matter of fact, they're the biggest consumer of them selling the vagina. So we got it. Like you can say like a small group, but they have a customer base, right? So those customers are excited to pay their. I actually think women selling their vagina. I know it sounds bad, but I think it actually
It's
created.
not a
Hold
small group
on,
because
ma'am. Now
men be
you
crashing out
introducing.
over
Now
their
you
side chick all the
interrupting
time.
me.
Men be
So like,
crashing
hold
out
on.
over their side chick all the time.
No, they don't. So listen,
They do.
the point that I was saying before I was interrupted is that it actually keeps a balance in society. I think a lot of these dudes, if we was to take away quote unquote the women selling the box, these dudes would go crazy. They would lose their mind. Like I'm telling you, we're
They're already
seeing
going crazy. What are you
not
talking about? They already
not
going
to the
crazy.
level.
But that's because they can't afford the box.
But the ones that, like I think if you was to take a lot of these degenerates and take the money, they would go nuclear. They wouldn't like let if they want to sell it, and those dudes who want to buy it, buy it. At this point, let that happen. Let them play themselves out.
It's
I just
Okay, but
happening.
I'm
What
asking
you
a
mean
question
let it?
based
It's
on what these
happening.
men have been up here saying all morning and arguing about it and making it, some type of moral issue, like, oh, they look down on it as if, but it's so interesting how concerned they are with women's safety when she decides to engage in sex work. But when it comes to black femicide, oh no, 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 that's not happening. And if it is happening, it's not happening that much. And when it does happen, it's the woman's fault, and it's not a big deal. We don't want to talk about that part, right? Y'all aren't up in arms about black femicide and how that harms women. But all of a sudden, though, when she decides to sell what she's got, then oh God, oh no, this is harmful. This is so harmful
Yeah,
to
they
women.
falling
Get
out
out
over
of here.
feet pics. They
Just out
falling
of
out over feet pics.
curiosity, who is talking? So I respond to the right person
Not
because I
me.
don't see your name. No, not Kim. Whoever just gave that diatribe.
You can
I'm trying
just
to.
say
It's your
Queen
very,
Mother
it's your,
Goddess. Just say
Okay.
Queen
Hold on, you
Mother
don't need to know that.
Goddess,
You can
and that'll
just
be
talk.
yeah,
You
just
can
fine.
say
talk to
Queen
me
Mother
what they
Goddess.
said.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna address you directly. Because I have been the main person going against it. I want to make a very clear statement. I don't actually care about the fact that it is in fact commercial sex because I'm a capitalist first. Whatever makes that money is what you need to do to get it. I'm cool with that. What I do have an issue with is that whenever we're describing a part of a culture that is actually definitively part of that culture, and then it's being said that it's not because people are saying prostitution is bad. Keep in mind,
You can't just
prostitution
say
is just
because black women is fly that's prostitution culture.
that's
Because
not
we made
Kim. That's
long
not what
nails
I'm
fly,
saying.
because we made lashes fly, because we made blonde wigs fly. You can't just say, oh, because you fly as fuck, now you're a prostitute. You can't do that.
No, I would say you're fly as fuck. But when I'm saying you're a baddie, that means you're actually willing to do what it takes to get the bag. You're willing
No,
to
that's
do what it
not
takes.
really.
Hold
No,
on,
That
wait a
don't
no,
mean
minute.
no,
prostitute
no,
Again,
though.
no,
hold
no,
on.
no.
We
That's
just talked
wrong.
about
That's
hustling.
wrong.
We just talked about
That's
hustling.
wrong.
Did we
That's
not?
wrong.
Is
That's
that not an
wrong.
aspect of it?
Because so you think. So let me ask you, Shadow. You believe that if a man is talking to, he meets a woman and he's talking to his friends, or he even says to her, you know what, you're a baddie, that he's calling her a prostitute? Is that what you think? Because that's not even how
How
baddie is
how did
actually
how
termed.
did you
You
get those
guys
two
are
things?
conflating. You guys are conflating women who are sex workers who look good with quote unquote baddies in general, and that's just
Yes.
completely wrong, and it's intellectually lazy. If
Again,
you
Yeah,
see a woman and
that's right.
men call women baddies all the time. They're not calling them prostitutes. They're not even
how
thinking
is
of
this?
prostitution. They are saying
Okay,
that that woman looks real good. She's got the face, she's got the hair, she's got the body, she's everything. She's a 10. That's what they're saying. They're not calling her a prostitute by saying baddie.
And I want to say this. I wanted to add
this
this
is a
in earlier.
sprite.
I don't know if someone. Hold on. I don't know if someone said this earlier, but there's literally a movement. The press, that baddie means you got your degree, you own your shit, you doing what you gotta do. It's literally a movement to emphasize that baddie doesn't just even mean good looking. Even if we want to relegate it to an aesthetic, There's a whole movement that's saying it don't just mean we look good. We got our degrees. We doing what we gotta do. We on our stuff. It's a whole movement around the baddie label being pushed. That means you're on an elevated level.
A total package. Total package.
Okay. So
But
cool. I
that
got
we
that.
think is wrong.
Wait,
We
hold up.
just
I got
saying,
that.
if you ugly,
So
you can't go baddie.
hold on. So in
So
fact,
you
you
can't
think
have it both ways.
hold up. But here's the issue now. Now women who are not by definitions baddies, actual baddies by what, but when men look at them and say, because y'all said men decided it, oh, well, yeah, she's a baddie. Now people who would not qualify at all can say that they're baddies because y'all have this all-inclusive thing going on in the sisterhood.
So
right now.
what? Who
So
cares? What do
everybody,
you
hold
care
on,
what
wait a
they say
minute.
that they are?
Again, I
And
don't,
hold on,
we're
because
gonna do
you
back and
seem to
forth.
think
Hold up,
you seem
I
to
didn't even
think
finish the
that a
conversation, so
baddie
I don't
to
really care.
you seem to think
So
that a baddie to
again,
you,
the
which is
whole
a
conversation,
prostitute,
since I
is
didn't get
is
into the
is
middle
what
of
Right.
it,
So
everybody thinks
you
is a
can't be
baddie.
mad.
it's
You can't
amazing.
be
You
mad.
can't conflate
You
what
can't
I'm
be mad
saying
if a woman
and then
thinks
be
she's a
wrong.
baddie because she got a degree. If you
You,
gonna
you
say a woman
can't
is a baddie
you
because she a
can't conflate what
prostitute.
I'm saying and be wrong. Because what you just said and what I just said are not the same fucking thing.
You
So how about
literally
we actually
said,
no no
What
no
okay,
are
I
you
no.
think that's
saying?
Hey,
two
again,
dollars.
all
That's
that
two
dumb
dollars.
I
That's two
actually have the
dollars.
money for that game. So
Okay,
quit
pay
playing.
it. So pay it.
So
So
then quit
pay it.
playing with
So
me.
pay
So
it.
fuck all
So
the dumb
pay it.
shit.
It's
Hey, hold up.
$2.
I'm gonna
Pay two
wait. I'm
dollars.
gonna run up the clock
Pay
right
two
She
now.
dollars.
finally
Like
got
them
You
two
shadow
dollar two
attention,
dollar
you
man.
want to be a
holes
She was
you
dumbass
trying
was
to
chick?
get
running on the
shadow
corner.
attention. Look at
Like
her.
them $2
He
holes you
he
was running
crazy
on the
enough to
corner.
fall
Pay
for it.
them
Let me
Stop
show
dollars.
falling
you.
Pay
for it,
them
Shadow.
$2.
Let me show you how I really play this game.
Okay,
So
do
Show
it.
up,
you want
Shadow.
to see me
Show
run up the
up.
bed?
I bet you.
No,
I
you want
want
to
to
see
see
me run up the bed,
Oh,
200
you
of
wanna
that
nigga?
shit.
you wanna
Fuck
drop
that
verbal?
Let's
$2.
play.
Go ahead and
Let's
drop
get
Let's
verbal.
play.
200
Go
of
ahead and drop verbal. You little
Why the
clown.
fuck would I do that? I
I'm
don't
gonna
give a
be
fuck about
quiet.
that.
You
I'm gonna be the next
clown.
to go. I'm gonna be quiet.
No, that ain't even what it's about.
it. It's
No, I
crazy.
just want
Y'all
to see
made this
who runs
conversation
his
about
bag.
arguing with Shadow. Y'all want to argue with Shadow.
We
Let's get
want
No,
to
back
it's
to
fight
the
because
Shadow.
conversation.
they can't keep that same stupid ass conversation. So here's
You
what it
it's
really
the
is.
stupid ass
No, fuck, hey,
conversation. Oh
fuck
no
all
no
that
no
dumb
no!
ass
This is
shit.
Shadow's
Hey, no, I don't give a
conversation.
fuck about none of that.
Everybody is a
I don't give a
prostitute.
fuck about
Everybody
none
Everybody.
of that.
And if
When
you
did
are
I
not
say
a
that?
prostitute, there's
Hey,
no
it's
way you can
amazing.
be a baddie because you're not selling your box.
You're
That's
promoting
Shadow's whole
hoeing.
argument.
Wait a minute.
That's your whole
You're
argument.
promoting hoeing.
You big
BA,
dummy.
you're
You
promoting
are
hoeing.
promoting
How
it.
the
You
fuck are you
actually did
arguing with
it.
me?
You actually did it. The
Yes.
actual runner of
So I
$2
know a
hoes
freak
on the
when I see
corner
one.
is telling me,
Hey,
who said,
so
why
I know.
can't she can do what she wants in
So I
promoting?
know a hoe.
You as a
Hey,
promoter, did you
I
go
know
to
a
jail
pimp when
for
I see
it?
one.
Did you go
I
to
know a
jail for
pimp when I
it?
see one.
I would be a
Who the pimp?
wonderful pimptress, honey. And I'm
Yes,
pimping men.
Pinterest.
I'm pimping
you'd
What?
be a
y'all.
madam.
I'm pimping
You'd be a
y'all.
madam. Absolutely,
Yes. And I would be pimping
What's
you,
going
but I
on?
wouldn't get much for it.
ma'am.
You
You
would be
don't,
the
ma'am.
substitute. You would be
First
the
and foremost,
substitute, baby.
you don't have
You
you
would
don't have
be
enough
when
class to
somebody
have.
is super
Hey,
It's
duper
like spy
desperate.
first of
versus
Okay,
all,
I
spy.
you're
will
not
put
even
you
dumb
there
enough to play that
I
game.
will put you on
Hey,
the corner in a skirt and
Go.
some
let
heels
me
with
let me
all the
explain to you,
old
ma'am.
80-year-old
Fluffy.
You
ladies
you ain't
in
built.
Beverly Hills. That's where you would
You're not
go.
Fluffy.
actually built
That's
like
where
that
you would
though.
go.
So
A dollar
you're trying to
fifty.
pretend to
A
be a
dollar
boss.
Fluffy.
fifty.
Hey,
Pigs
you're
for
trying to
sale.
get your
Pigs for sale.
dominance.
Pig.
No,
That would be
ma'am.
you.
Pig.
That would
Hey,
be
oh,
you.
that's adorable, ma'am. My dick
I
is
would
bigger
have
than
you
your
on a
arm.
leash
We
so
don't have to have
fast.
that
I would
conversation.
have a
But hold
leash.
up, whoa,
I
whoa,
would have
whoa!
a
All
leash
that
on
extra
you
talk,
so fast, baby.
all that extra,
Baby,
sweetheart,
you would
mama,
love being on all
mama,
fours for
I've
this
had a
madam,
dom.
honey.
You ain't it,
Okay? I will pimp
mama.
the
I've had a
hell out
dom.
your
You
ass.
ain't it, mama. I've had a dom, and I know how they
I
move.
just
You
want to
ain't
Dark
know
it.
what is bigger
chocolate?
than.
You ain't doing
Dark
it.
chocolate for sale?
You got
Hey,
the
you
B.
talking
You
Yeah.
got
good.
the B
Hey,
roll.
you're talking
You got the
good.
B roll.
Hey, you're talking good, but let me tell you this:
The
you
B
can't
I
learn to
grade.
be a
always be
dom
talking
until you
good. I
can't learn
always be
until you.
talking good.
Hey,
I
can't learn
always
to
be You
be a dom
talking
until you've
good.
been one.
Remember how
So,
I talked real good to you that last time and you got real embarrassed and then you
Oh
tried to be my
Lord.
friend and now you want
but
to be my
I'm
friend
still
because
saying,
I
I'm
got
still
You
you.
saying,
did
you
Remember?
still
you did
talking
pay
my
them
You still
hood.
cousin
talking?
fees.
You
You
still
did pay them
talking?
cousin fees.
Yeah, I
You still
am.
talking?
I
Okay,
am.
what?
You
Okay,
Would you
you
like
what?
to keep
never paid
going?
my
What?
cursing fees.
What you
Yeah,
want
I
to
have.
do, honey?
Kim, yes, I
What you
have.
want to do?
You have? Oh, thank you,
Yeah,
baby.
multiple times. Me and you may
Oh
be
This
Lord.
beefing, but
man was
I
this
got
man
you.
was
Wait, wait,
slinging
I'm gonna say
scallywags.
this and
This man was slinging scallywags in real life, and he want to call somebody
Whoa, hold up. Hey, first
prostitution.
and
If you don't shut
foremost,
the hell
You
up,
going
boy.
too
no,
far,
no,
If
baby.
you
no.
don't
You
shut
going
the
too
hell
far.
Hey,
up,
I
Matt,
wouldn't call them
wait a
young
minute.
girls a scallywag.
Hey, how
and
about,
that's all he
hey,
could pimp,
hey, hold
honey.
up.
He couldn't
Hey,
pimp nothing that
we
looks
can do the
even
we can
close
do
to
the
better than
comparison.
him.
Hey,
Okay,
Virgo, we can do
I'm
the
not.
yeah.
I'm
comparison. You
defending
don't want to
you.
have that fight. Hey, we can do the comparison. You don't want to do that battle. There's a reason why you're
What
not getting
battle?
paid for
What
it.
battle?
Wait,
What
there's a
battle,
reason
little
you're
boy?
not getting paid for it.
What battle, little boy? You don't know what the hell I'm doing, and I don't get
Oh
paid
wait,
for
hey,
mine,
you
bitch.
might,
I would
you
get
might be
paid for
hoeing.
yours,
Hey, you
hoe.
might be hoeing.
That's what I would get paid for. You
Hey,
ready to
you might
sign
be
up?
hoeing. But
Because
guess
you was
what?
over there in my DMs, right? Asking me to show
When?
you the dominatrix, wasn't you?
Who
Oh, okay. You didn't
said
want
Was
them
that
to
in your
know
that?
that,
DMs?
huh?
Hey,
You
Who
didn't want
hey,
them to
said
show
know
that
that,
that?
receipt.
huh? You
Hey,
didn't
show
want
that
them to know
receipt.
that, huh?
Show
You didn't
the
want them to
receipt.
know that,
Right
huh?
now.
Show, hey,
He said,
show
Verbal,
the
I like how you
receipt.
was talking real good
That's
about that
Diva
dominatrix
TV.
shit and that
Hey,
belt.
Who said
That belt
that?
that
hey,
you had, that chain
hey,
belt. He was like, I like that
show,
shit.
hey, show the,
Show me
hey, look,
something nice.
wait a
That's what he
minute.
said, Sharon. He
I ain't
said,
never gonna
show
lie.
me something nice, is what
Wait,
he
God
said.
damn.
So don't
prove
tell
that.
me about
What
paying,
happened?
No, no,
because you
no.
was
Hey,
going to
now
pay
you,
me to make
but
you
now you're
walk like a
lying.
dog on the
All
floor
right,
on cross rocks. That's what you was going to pay
Yes,
me to do, remember?
exactly.
receipt.
I
You
had
want
a
me to tell the
Hey,
package.
We
story?
can see
You
the
want me to
I
tell
had
the
a
footage
story?
tape.
package.
Yes.
hey,
No,
I had a
show,
package.
hey, show
You
that
chose
receipt,
the
baby.
premium. You chose
Yes.
the
Show the
premium
receipt.
package. Don't stop lying to these
Show.
people. Cause you was in there. You was requesting prices, honey, to pay
I
me.
just want you to
what?
understand. My actual
So
brother is
I
here.
ain't got to sell
That
mine because
nigga
I'ma
knows
sell
you're lying.
yours.
Jay, don't look
Hey,
away. Jay the crack
you can
baby, don't look
lie.
away.
No,
Look
no, no,
into the
you can
camera.
lie. Let's not play that game.
So
Hey,
what
but
you
now that you
saying,
want to lie on
Verbal,
dick,
is
hey,
that
Bible,
Shadow
now that
reached
you want to
out
lie
to
on
you
dick,
and say he trying to get back into business and he willing to work his way up from the bottom? Is that what
I'm trying to
you trying to
get
That's
tell us?
back.
exactly, girl. That's exactly what happened. This man crawled in my DMs and was like, "I heard you on Sharon's show, and that
hey,
time you put
Sharon,
that picture up in your black
produce it.
tight jeans and that chain belt." He was like, "That was all I needed. That was all I needed."
I'm
And
a
he came up
hard
in there and
worker.
Hey, show me
he
that
said,
picture.
I'm a
yes,
hard
Show me that
yes,
worker.
picture. I don't remember.
I'm
yes,
willing to work
yes.
Hey, go,
You
ruler.
go ahead and
never,
post that
nobody
picture up.
never
We don't
really
remember.
nothing. Nobody never really nothing.
Shadow, I told you about letting them bait you in these conversations.
You
You let them
shut
bait
up,
you. I tried to
Jay.
save you an hour ago. But you just wanted to argue. You just want listen. You just
You
wanted to
got his
So
argue.
ass,
don't
Go
let him
ahead.
fool
Verbal.
you, honey.
You got
Don't
his
let him
Yeah,
fool
I
you.
ass.
tried to warn him about me. I'm an innocent married woman.
Don't let him
Look,
fool you with this bullshit. Please.
he
Anywhere,
Yes.
need to be,
please.
he
Hey,
be looking
hey,
out
verbal.
for her.
And
He
So
Shadow,
said
we
hold up.
whatever you like.
Let's talk. Hold up. No, no, no. We're gonna have
Whatever
a real
kind you
conversation.
like,
Hey,
Verbal.
Bird.
no,
Since
it's not
since
real. You should
when
have
is
let
it
it go,
okay
bro.
for a dom to lie? Hey, when is it okay for a dom to lie? When did you learn
So you
that
want me to
lesson,
start telling the real truth? Is that what you
ma'am?
asking? You want them to know
When
what you
did you
was
learn
really
that
asking
lesson?
for? Because I was going light
Be-
on you. I was going easy
No,
on you. You want me to tell them what you was really asking for?
Yes, we
I
want the
can
truth.
confirm you just lied. But how about you? How
And
about we
you,
actually talk real?
because what you actually, I told you that I would give you the premium package, right? Based on, but we had to go down because what you was really asking for was VIP package. And I was like, baby,
Petty.
you can't afford that,
Oh, he wanted the
right?
He wanted you to
GFP.
peg
I
him
don't
too.
He wanted, yeah, he
see.
wanted
I
the
don't even understand
GFP.
what that means. That's
He
how I know
wanted the
you're
You
VIP
lying.
do.
package.
So
You
Yeah,
how?
you
do.
didn't
So how about?
understand what it meant when you asked
So
for what you
let's.
asked for, and I told you how much the VIP package cost. Then yes, you acted like you didn't understand, and so we went
I
down to the
understand it's
premium
Foolery
package.
Friday.
That's what happened.
So
Well,
you
no,
know how to put. Hey, you
Hold
know how
on,
to put that receipt up,
hold on,
right?
Shadow,
So
Shadow,
put the
That's
Sharon.
receipt
a
up.
Wait,
good
no, no, no.
couple
Now we need a
15
receipt.
seconds, 20
No,
hours.
Hold up.
Shadows. Hold
No,
on,
no, no.
stop.
I'm a little
Cause
offended
Sharon
because
want to know what the VIP package
I've
includes.
never, I've never met a dom who would lie like that. Usually
But
doms
did
have a
y'all
little bit of
have personal
We know.
space
whoa,
that
whoa,
So
whoa,
you
y'all
whoa,
guys,
whoa.
needed?
Hold
so
up.
so you guys,
Usually
so you guys
doms
are
have
hearing
levels.
that he does deal with
You
DOMs. So you know I'm telling the truth because
absolutely
he just said he
yes.
never
No, no,
met
no.
one who
I
would quote
actually
unquote
Absolutely.
no, no,
lie,
no.
right?
Hey,
That means that
I've
he
been
does deal with
I've been
DOMs.
very hold up.
So
I've been
since I
very
am a
honest about
DOM, you know what's up.
ma'am,
You haven't,
ma'am. Stop
Josh.
it. Stop
Jesus
it.
Christ in
So
heaven. And you gave me all the smoke for having my 30 boyfriends. Sir, how
whoa, whoa,
dare
whoa,
you?
whoa,
How
whoa,
dare
Now
Kim.
he
you?
out here getting
Kim,
slapped around.
Kim, wait a
How
minute.
dare
Kim,
You.
wait a minute. Hold up.
No,
To be
no, no, no,
fair,
no, no. You gave
nah,
me no. You gave me all the 30,000% of smoke
I
because I
did.
had a little ace and a possible. You out
Yeah.
here, reversing people. You out here, wow.
Look, I was wilding when I was younger, but
You
here's the
still
reason why.
wild now.
No, I'm shit. No, so here's the thing.
If you looking for a
Ain't no
dom,
the
sir,
thing. The thing is the
Hold
thing
on.
between your little legs, the big legs, but the
First of
little
all,
thing between your
yeah,
big legs.
look, the one conversation I've never had was about having a little thing. There's a reason I succeeded where I did. So how about we don't have that conversation? Because out of
Okay,
respect, I need to
but
respect
you
my
can't.
wife. But
You
hold
came
up,
for me so
wait a minute.
hard for my
I
lifestyle.
did. Wait, hold up. To be
Listen,
fair, I didn't come after you for your
out of
lifestyle. I
respect your
came
wife,
after
You
you.
stop having the
did.
conversation. Just
Hey,
Wait,
hey,
stop
hey,
having
I
hey!
the
didn't.
Real quick,
conversation.
I gotta go, but I need Shadow. I got one spot left. Premium,
See, I can't
right?
even deal with
So just
this
want to let you
guy.
know.
Spitting out his juice.
You ain't shit. All right.
You
So
came for
Kim,
me real hard for my lifestyle.
Kim, hold up. First of all, I need to apologize to you for that. We ain't on good terms. We ain't
No, I
never
don't
gonna
want
be
no
on good
apology.
terms.
I don't
But
want
I
no
don't care what you want.
apology.
But I'm gonna apologize because we're supposed to be walking away from lust and degeneracy. And then you
Now
came at
you
me
just a
because you
dark
came.
skinned
Hold up, whoa, whoa,
Kulu.
whoa,
You're just
whoa,
a
whoa,
dark
whoa,
skinned
whoa,
Kulu.
hold up. Hey, look, I'm about to shoot you now. You can
do
don't compare
not
me to Kulu.
insult
Me and
Kulu
Kulu,
like that.
don't insult Diva like that. She
Nah,
only likes
you
the light
came
skinned
after
ones.
Kulu too. You was like,
My
oh,
great
me and
grandmother
my
always
wife,
told me, you
we
gotta watch
so
the dark ones.
amazing.
You
Stop,
gotta
bro. Come
watch
on, get
the
out,
dark
get.
ones.
I gotta watch the what?
Look, Diva,
The dark
Diva.
ones. Yes, ma'am.
You got the list. You need to do a channel called The List. Oh God. You need to just make a channel called The List.
See, Kim, I got beef with you. Here's why I got beef with you. Because you sat here talking about how I decided to stop being a degenerate. I got married. I decided to be a husband, and I stayed with my kids. And you were like, nah, fuck you. You called your wife a 7. I was like, niggers, you got 3 dudes. All of them have to be sharing you. And you said,
Firstly,
well, you ain't.
if
And then you said, you ain't one of them. And I was like, hold up. How you going to offend me like that? I told you I'm trying to be good. And then you shot your shots at me. And I took offense.
because
Yeah.
my degeneracy is accidental. Okay?
How do you
It just so
accidentally follow?
happened.
How do you accidentally
It
fuck 3
has
dudes?
I
happened.
said
And you
another
you
That's the
you
person.
went
crazy
out there
part.
on
Hey,
purpose.
Shadow,
You
I
went
don't know.
out
He's
there
been
on
getting
purpose.
recruited for like he's been getting recruited for like 2
You
years.
purposefully.
Hold on. Y'all ain't talking about shit. Hold on. Jesus. Go ahead, Jay.
That nigga Jay lost.
It's been a moment.
Right, who Jay?
No, I ain't.
Jay the
I'm
crackback?
listening.
You better
I'm
stay out of there,
listening, and
son.
this is funny.
Why
This
you
is funny.
sweating?
It's hot.
Oh,
That boy Jay
It's
said you
hot.
better not stroll too deep in your DMs. I ain't trying to be.
Hey, big bro.
I just, I just wonder. Just because a female say something doesn't make it automatically true.
We know it was a lie. Come on, Jay. It's Friday.
And no,
What are
I
we
know
talking
this.
about?
I'm just asking in general. Be, hey, I'm just asking because here's what'll happen: is a female will shoot her shot, she'll get shot down, and it's all good and dandy. A guy shoot his shot. Oh, he was trying to pay. He was trying to buy. He was trying to. Well,
you
what you
don't have
selling?
enough bail money. You don't
Because if
have
he
enough
trying to
bail
buy
money for
some,
this.
You trying to say shadow shot a shot? Jay, you're not helping. Jay, you're not
Right.
helping.
You don't.
no,
You're not.
You should have
You're
went back
not.
to the topic,
no,
Jay.
no.
Jay, go
I'm
back
gonna
to.
say this.
I know my
No.
brother.
What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is I'm not talking about shadow specifically, but what I am saying is if if people hiding about, oh well, you don't want to be looked at as a whole and so on and so forth, you got to quit putting yourself out there like you're selling something. Because the first thing she gonna holler is, I ain't no, but you're selling something. You can't have it both ways. You can't not sell something and then get the transactions. That don't work. I'm saying on
Gossip
both parts.
works
As
how
a
it works. People gossip on both sides. But y'all say the same thing. If someone's gossiping about a man or a woman, they're putting something out there that could be misconstrued. It's not a gender specific. If you're putting
no, it's
some
not. If somebody
tea
buying,
leaves out
somebody
there,
selling. If
Okay,
somebody
so
buying,
who's
somebody
the
selling.
Who is the
I'm
burden
not
on?
being
Who's the
gender.
burden on?
I'm not.
If the if
Go
somebody
ahead. I'm
buying
sorry.
and
Go ahead.
somebody selling, who is the burden on as to who should be embarrassed or who? Because you're saying like, oh, if you doing this,
Neither. But
don't
both.
take accountability
Both
or
should be
whatever.
fucked up.
Right. So what
Both should
is
be
your
both should be
point?
messed up. If you're asking me, I'm saying that's just like saying the dope dealer is any better than the people he sell dope to. No, because he rely on them just like they rely on him. It's an interdependent relationship. What I'm saying is if a female say I ain't a hoe, don't call me a prostitute. Don't say this. Don't say that. Well then, stop calling niggas tricks. Stop calling niggas my sugar daddy.
She never
Stop
called
calling this
Shadow a
nigga my
trick.
side piece.
She
Stop calling
openly
this
Oh,
nigga
said
my.
MJ,
she
No,
is
I
not
see
I'm
you,
a
not
Jay.
saying
trick.
shadow.
She never called Shadow a
I'm
trick.
not saying
She
shadow. I'm saying specific.
Get
I'm
him,
not
Jay.
being
okay. So
shadow specific. I'm not
what
being shadow specific. I'm
if a
saying about the
woman
topic in
calls a
general.
man a trick, if a woman calls a man a trick, just some general allegations of some fantasy man, and he's not a trick. But for your what you're trying to say, why he on the whole stroll? Why he over there with all the hoes at? I done called you a trick because you over here where all the hoes at, even though you ain't buy no coochie, but you show over here buy it.
But how she know where the host stroll? Let him sharing out their own.
I'm saying
They
if
window
You
she's
can't
shopping.
over
say
there
somebody
hoeing,
something. You can't.
That's what I'm gonna
But
answer.
what I'm
I'm gonna
saying is
answer you right. Hello, no, Jason, you right.
what I'm
Jay,
saying is
if
you
I see
can't
you on
say
Figueroa, if I see your truck over there on Figueroa, I would think you over there tricking. Listen, I'm
I'm
telling
gonna
you right
think
now.
you
If
over
I
right.
see
there
you,
Yeah,
buying something.
so dig this though. But then you can't say a woman can't turn around and say, "Don't call me a hoe, don't call me a prostitute, don't call me this or that." If you calling the nigga that you fucking with my sugar daddy, my side piece, my beneficiary, my sponsor, my whatever you want to call him, because
And
in
I don't
order for
think those
him to be
women
a
are
trick,
denying what they're doing. I've never seen a hoe that's walking on the hoe stroll half naked. Be like, oh, don't call me no hoe.
the
I'm just
whole
a,
but
you know,
that's low class
Wait,
hoeing.
actually,
I'm
that's
talking about
that is
hoes on
illegal.
the internet. I'm talking about hoes on the internet. I'm talking about everything because OnlyFans ain't just for porn. There's people who sell music on OnlyFans, sell other shit on OnlyFans. So what I'm saying is if you're in that specific genre of shit that you're doing, then you can't say I'm not that. If you go from
yeah,
nigga
I
to
don't
nigga
think
to
they
nigga,
are. I don't think hoes are denying being hoes.
no, I'm
I don't
talking about
think they
women who
are.
say they not hoes, but everything that they do is transactional. I'm not
Like an
talking about. I'm
escort.
talking about the delusion. No, no, I'm not talking about
They-
an escort. I'm talking about Keisha that worked down at the. I'm
Sir,
talking about
life is
Keisha that worked down at
transactional.
the at
In
the.
a capitalist society, life is transactional. You can't come to a woman and say, I live under a bridge. Come slurp me. You can't do that.
What?
Hey,
No. What
Kim,
I
that's
mean
low
is,
class hoeing.
what I'm
I'm saying
talking about
I'm saying
is
just
when
don't
you
at
say all
level.
I'm doing is just.
You can't do that in a capitalist society. You got to have you got to have money to live. And when men say they need, when we talk about needs versus want, they need these women. They need it like they need food. So you gonna buy your food, but your coochie gonna come for free.
I ain't gonna lie to you. To be completely honest, and this is just me being me, and I've been around the world a few times, and I've done a few things. It ain't shit a woman can do for me other than give me a nut. And I ain't gonna even lie to you. That's not even a necessity.
Exactly.
It ain't
So
shit that a
you
woman
supposed to
can
be
do
able
for
to.
me.
You gotta pay for your
that's coming
water.
from a
You gotta
married
pay
But
for your
sir,
man.
food.
the
That
thing
is
we
crazy.
having a general conversation though. Like, so we're not
But
talking
what I'm
about you
saying,
specifically.
yeah, I understand that. But what I'm saying is here's the thing. I'm not talking about women who embrace their lifestyle as transactional and
Mm.
understand that I'm only fucking with this nigga because he got this bread. I'm talking about, and then hear her turn around 3 months later when the dude that got the millions done ran her in the ground because he got 8, 9 girlfriends and she thought she was the only one. Well, no, the one
of 1% of 1%. He don't fucking count as real life. You say, well, I can't get a good nigga to treat me good, but Tom has been
Hold on,
down
no, Jay.
here
Hold on,
at
Jay.
the Walmart. That's a
I want to address what you said, Jay. You said a woman can't do nothing but help you bust a nut and you're married?
no. I said I don't need a woman for anything. I tell my wife all the time, baby, I love you. I don't need you for anything. I choose you. So that's a different type of priority. Me choosing someone and me having to have someone to exist are not the same thing.
No,
Okay, but so what are the circumstances under which you need to be having this conversation with her all the time that you want her
No,
but
I don't
don't
have a
need her?
conversation. I don't have a
You said
conversation
I
with her all
tell
the
my
time
wife
about
all
that.
the time I
No,
want you but I don't need you.
what I mean is we've had the conversation before of when
Okay,
somebody
so
say, "Oh well, what do
basically
you
don't
do?"
listen
or
to
what
what you say
I've had.
because you can't even express yourself right.
No,
Okay.
actually, I can express myself just fine if if
Told
your
you
You
top lip
said
and
yourself.
I
bottom
tell
lip
my
would
wife all the
meet.
time. Now you're
That
saying, oh, well,
I
yeah, we had a
said
conversation before, but that's
we've
not I
had the
tell my
conversation.
wife all
Yes,
the
yes,
time. Okay. All right, sir.
because my wife had to get off of that independent. I'm an independent woman. I can do everything by myself, but I want a good man. An independent woman can't have a good man because that's two niggas dating.
Okay.
So you
That's
met
what I
an
mean by when it
independent
was.
woman and broke her
Okay,
down.
child.
You
So
broke
she,
her
no, I
self-esteem down
didn't.
so
No,
low to where
no,
she thinks
ma'am,
she has
no,
to
ma'am.
depend on you.
No,
So
ma'am.
she
No,
needs you,
ma'am.
but you
No,
don't need
ma'am.
her.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's not what I said. And nor is that what I insinuated. I didn't break my wife's self-esteem down. I build my wife's self-esteem to be a partner, to get off of the independent kick, to realize that she has help, that she's
He's still going too.
Yeah, I bet. Shadow the Titan was $20. Ha 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 ha. Natasha Vincent, Canadian $10. Is Mitt in a baby swaddle blanket right now, like Linus from Charlie Brown? Hashtag Foolery Friday. Shout out to the Bracy Bunch. All right. Miss J, $5. Let's reach the goal. We didn't reach the goal? All right. Corinne Mackey, $5. I got $1. Shadow the Titan Wasp, $10.
Mm.
Miss J, we didn't reach our goal.
Diva, you got any final thoughts?
Actually, today I do. You know, I tried a new recipe this week for a vegan Snickers. And surprisingly, it actually tastes quite a bit like a Snickers. And so it was really good because it used dates, as the caramel. And so, yeah, it was really good. So go
It
out
is good.
and make a vegan dessert this weekend, y'all.
It is pretty good. I enjoy them as well.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you could get the mold. Ooh.
Get the what? Oh, the
The
mold, yes.
mold.
And put it in there. Yes. I saw a lady on YouTube doing that. I was like, nah, y'all gonna get these cut up ones and enjoy them.
It'd be nice, but the cut up ones is good though because it's nice and sloppy. It's like a little like nugget. I like
So
them.
yeah. But other than that, bye y'all.
Nothing wrong with being. Let me